Hello everyone and welcome to the plane. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. Hello Fluffy and hello Izza. How's everyone doing? Me too, Fluffy. I'm so excited to marry Peanut. I'm assuming, I hope, for age. There's no way they would charge me 10 bucks for a DLC and not let me date Peanut or marry her, right? Totally not. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing good, Izza. It's nice to see you. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today we are, unfortunately, but also fortunately, probably going to finish Hush Hush. The greatest game of all time. Totally. No, I've been enjoying the heck out of this game. It's been so much better than I really ever thought it could be. I knew it was going to be like a silly little game, and it's been really, really good, really well made. So I'm excited to finish this thing off, see how it ends, where the story goes, and hopefully we get a little bit more lore, I hope. I haven't been spoiling myself in the guide too much. I've just been following it, and it did say there's some like special ending, you know. Obviously there's like the Peanut DLC where you do her last date and all that kind of fun stuff. But I think there's something different, you know. I think it does change the ending just a little bit. So we shall see. I don't actually know what day we are on, but we will get there eventually. I'm just pulling up the guide now, but it's gonna be great. And then we're gonna get back to the next trilogy, the Ace Attorney and Professor Layton trilogy. So yes, so the internet, I'll give you a quick little, because I just got off the phone with Spectrum a couple hours ago. So here's the situation, I guess. Supposedly it's been fixed. This is the second time they told me they fixed it, but to be fair, the first time, they shouldn't have told me that. That was an accident by one of them, so. But supposedly, they have found the problem and they fixed it. It wasn't part of my system. It was something further down the line that has been causing issues for multiple people. So technically, it's been fixed. We're gonna be doing I don't want to say anything about it. I'm being all open right now, but I don't want to say it's officially been fixed because, you know, it's been fixed before and then it breaks in a couple months or whatever. So it is working. That's what I'm going to say. But we'll find out. We'll find out today, or we'll find out next week, or we'll never find out. Yeah, no problem, Issa. I hope you had fun playing Anno. But yeah, theoretically it's fixed. So that's good news number one. Good news / weird news number two. So I've had a relatively garbage internet package. Like, my internet is abysmally slow when it comes to upload speeds, which is what I use. It's what I'm using right now. And because of it, like right now, I guess I could say it. So I have, in total, I get 12 kilobit or 12,000, just 12 megabits of upload speed. And I use 6,000 to stream, which is literally half of our upload speed. Now, granted, I'm the only one in the house besides one other person who doesn't use nearly as much, who really uses upload speed. So it's not a huge deal. However, there are so many things that I've been holding out for over a year because I don't have enough internet speed. And for the longest time, I was told that I have the maximum amount of upload speed. For over a year, I've been asking, when are they gonna, upgrade? Because this is like, I have internet, and I really can't complain. But this is like really slow compared to most people in my city. And I've just been dealing with it because they kept saying there's just no better option. So I went around, and because I work at a school district, and that school district also gets internet from Spectrum, I work with a lot of the guys, and one of them told me they're working on a plan to get high-speed internet for all of my state, which means I'm theoretically, if everything works out, I should be getting a gig up and a gig down, which is just absurdly stupid. It's an absurdly stupid amount of speed, but that's the plan, all right? But it's going to take another full year or whatever, so it's going to be a while. But here's the thing. I could have upgraded my internet for over a year because it's there. They just didn't tell me. They just said no. Now, technically, if you look at our internet bill, it says that we can upgrade our plan, but we never check our bill because why? Why would we? It's a receipt. But every time I called customer service, they were like, oh no, you're at the max upload speed. Apparently, I could be getting 40 megabits per second. I could have been getting that for over a year. So, yeah. I could have had way better internet speeds. Granted, I still would have had the same internet issue, This was a different issue. But I'm a little upset because I was like talking to one of my neighbors and they were like, oh yeah, no, we've been getting like 40 up for like over a year now. And I'm like, what? What do you mean you're getting that? You shouldn't be able to get that. And he's like, yeah, no, we've been doing it for like a long time now. I'm like, when did they get that? Yeah, they just straight up didn't tell me that I could do that. So within the week, I'm going to hopefully get some better internet. Now you guys probably won't notice anything. Actually, you might, because the main feature I really want it for One, multi-streaming, so I'll be able to stream to YouTube. I don't know if I'm really gonna do that, but it is an option, because then I'll be able to send 2 separate streams, so it'll literally double my internet usage, which isn't that big of a deal with 40 megabits. But the main thing I want to use it for is something called enhanced broadcasting. So I don't know, it may or may not be there right now, but if you see the little cog wheel on your stream, you can change the quality and the different resolutions. It's for affiliates, it's not guaranteed. For partners, you are guaranteed. Twitch will actually take your stream and then put it in different resolutions, but it's not guaranteed for affiliates. So enhanced broadcasting allows my computer to take my stream and encode it into multiple, so like it'll give you like 360p, 480p, 720, and 1080. That way it's always guaranteed. But that takes like, I've done that once and it took up like 80% of my upload for the entire house, and that was not that was not good. But with this new internet, I should be able to do it. It's going to be about half the internet for the household, but like I said, I'm really the only one that uses it, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. So hey, if you've been watching on mobile and there's been a lot of chat lag because I stream at 1080p 60, look forward to switching that down to 480 or something, and hopefully having less chat lag. So but yeah, so those are the 2 things. Like, you're not going to notice a lot of quality difference, you're not going to notice a lot of really anything, but yeah, I'm super pumped. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I am a little upset at customer service for literally telling me I can't do it, and it's not really their fault, but it definitely is. I don't know, but I'm excited. Everything seems to be working out for now. As long as the internet holds together, should be having a lot of fun here. Yes, point fingers. Yes, always point fingers. Hello, voice. How are you doing? How are your raids? I saw you were streaming them. Some last minute. Thank you for the Koyuki and the Ibuki. I need to add some more sound effects. I need to add Aoba. I need to add some Aoba lines whenever she comes out. That'll be fun. How are you doing, voice? Just talking about my internet situation. It is getting better, so there's that. There is that. I do have some tea, but it's a mystery tea. I don't know what kind of tea it is. Literally just an unmarked bag. So I made it. I only steeped it for 4 minutes. It smells like vanilla? Yeah, I think it's vanilla tea. Vanilla black tea? I don't know, but it tastes good. Oh, that's what we're drinking. I do extreme greed. I got on level 35. Why? Why must you do this? Actually, maybe that's not too bad. No, I'm kidding. That sounds awful. Yeah, that sounds awful. Level 35 is bad. Yeah, why? Did somebody ask you to? Voice got issues. Voice really does. Voice is the true masochist. Oh man, voice. Hey, as long as you enjoy doing that, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it for the budget free-to-play people. Definitely not for me. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's switch on over. Oops, there we go. Also, I had to change the placement of my microphone, so if anything sounds off, let me know. You shouldn't really notice a difference, but normally it's like above my face and off to the side, but now it's below, or something else I'm working on. Hint, hint, or something. I don't know. Anyway, could have done the Inside with Kokona. Yeah, I could have, and then I decided to not. No, I didn't. No, I was working on I got like super locked in on some stuff that I'm not going to talk about right now for fun reasons. Interesting. And yeah, I didn't even open Blue Archive or Infinity Nikki, which, by the way, I've been playing Infinity Nikki. I don't talk about that at all. I've been playing Infinity Nikki for the past like month and a half, like absurdly insane. I don't know if that's what anyone would be interested in streaming, but if there's any interest, maybe I'll randomly boot up an Infinity Nikki stream. But yeah, no, this weekend I've been so focused on just working, so I didn't even have time to open up gachas. The market for level 35 extreme clears. Is there something? Oh, is it because you get the 3 equipment slots? Is that what the special thing about 35? I guess, yeah, because the equipment slots, can you max them to 60? Or 65 at level 35? All right, let's go in here. All right, so where were we? July 24th morning. Here we go. Yeah, this is pretty close to the last day, or last week here. Are we on the last week, or we have 2 more weeks? I totally lied. This is not going to be the finale, guys. I totally lied. There's no way this is going to be a finale episode. Whatever. I'm going to gaslight people. I'm just keep doing. Actually, no, that's what I did with that's what I did with the Phoenix Wright, or the Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover. I just kept saying finale part 1, finale part 2. So I think I'll do that. I will just do that. Thought in theory you could clear at the level 35 because the requirement is, yeah. Because yeah, that's the thing about Greg, that it's hard. It's really hard. But out of all the raid bosses, I think it's probably my favorite. I think it's probably my favorite boss. But it's mostly like a scripted boss. Like you just have to do it. But everything is like the same. I don't know, it seems fun. And I like the big green numbers that tell you how many debuffs you have. It's nice. It's a really fun boss. Maybe it's because it's one of the only ones I understand. You promised a finale. This is technically a finale. This is the beginning of the end. All right, would you feel better if I put a question mark instead of 2 exclamation points? How about that? What if I write hush hush finale? See, now it's not as clickbaity. Even though the people who are going to watch are probably already here because I... Oh, man. Barely any RNG. That's probably why it's my favorite boss, because there's no RNG. That's why. I mean, there's still a lot of restarts, but there's not a lot of RNG. That's my favorite. All right. Let's get started here. So this is July 24th morning. Our skills are at 80... should be 49, 120, okay, 49, 76. Okay, so we're lacking on buff. We don't need the money anymore because we got our 100k achievement. So we can focus on buff, and I think we're good. This will be the last time I write down skills and money. You should have enough to do everything to complete the rest of the game. Okay. So they're not going to write anymore. So we just need to remember, get to 76 buff, and we will be all set. All right, so morning, go to the mall. Let's go. All right, go to mall. This is Peanut 24. It's just 2 selections here. Here we go. Disappointment is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've gotta be enticing to make people watch the stream. I'm sorry, I'm becoming a clickbait YouTuber. To be honest, I genuinely thought this was the last one, but I mean, maybe if I stop talking and I actually play the game, I'll actually finish. Also, it's really quiet. How about that? All right. Cruising through the mall, you notice nearly half the stores haven't opened for business as usual. You noticed a few signs attached to the shutters that say, due to the storm and staff shortages, we are temporarily closed. You pass by the Chic Boutique, and you see a note written in lipstick. I'm out, bitches! Come back when it's sunny. That's Eli. I miss Eli. As you're wandering through the strangely quiet corridors, you spot Bonnibel and Peanut walking together, each with an armload of shopping bags. You get closer so you can hear what they're talking about.
Well, shoot, Peanut Sugar.
Oh
This
my.
one is closed too.
I'm open for business.
Well, I had no idea
mean-
back to school shopping would be so difficult.
Back to school
Though I
shopping.
suppose I could have taken a guess, seeing as I had
Oh,
to close
Peanut's
the
going back to
bakery.
school. I'm like, Bonnibel, you're like, you're like 27. No, Peanut's the college student. Duh. Okay, I remember now. Big brain.
Don't worry about it, Bonnie. I heard the storm was really bad last year, so I think everyone is just being extra safe.
Yeah, because people are gonna die.
Well, sure, but the mall always feels like it exists out of time and space. It's weird seeing it act like a normal business.
I think maybe your batch of cookies has a little too much salt. Don't you think?
What? Good attempt.
You know, I applied 4 times to open up a kiosk in this place. Just a little old stand so I could sell some muffins.
Why would you want to go? Why would you want to open a kiosk here, though? You have like a beautiful bakery. Why would you want to open up a small kiosk in a mall? I mean, I guess maybe you'd get more sales. Bonnibel goes, yeah, I guess, yeah, maybe I should have been that hard on her. You can 100% go back to school at any age. I don't know why I said it like that. Oh man, E2 is out of touch. I know, I'm sorry. I've made a mistake.
The board of directors has it in for me, I swear it. Who turns down fresh pastries?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll have luck at the dollar store?
The dollar store. How good can it be? We're at the dollar store. See, I'm old. Sneaking up behind them, you manage to quietly slip between the two of them and match their stride. We can pick any option. So, if you're looking for stationery, we should consider holding still first. Oh, that's such a stupid joke. I'm so easily entertained. All right. Well, if isn't my 2 favorite Valentines, both of their names are Valentines. Peanut's a cousin of Bonnibel. Definitely need to hit the lingerie store for science. No, okay, we're doing the stationery joke.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. You startled me.
Oh, it rhymed.
You swore, Bonnie! It finally happened.
You sugar honey iced tea? She didn't swear. Yeah, that's not a
I
swear.
most certainly did not, darling. I simply tried out a spicier phrase than you.
There's no spices in that. Sugar honey iced tea. Literally none of those are spice. Come on, Bonnibel. Are you a baker or not? You should know your spice.
Okay, but I
I
gently
need to be
remind you that
stopped.
hiding a cuss in a backronym hasn't worked on me since I was 4.
A backronym? That's really funny.
Duly noted.
But enough of all that. Hey, look, it's you!
She has a bakery. She is a bakery. I mean, hi, Peanut. Peanut throws her arms around you and hugs you with reckless joy. So here's the thing. I feel like Bonnibel would 100% be okay with this, but Bonnibel's 3rd date ended with us not breaking up. The other 2, Alpha, Eli, the dates did end with us going our separate ways, but we're technically still dating Bonnibel. So I'm interested, is she gonna be mad that maybe everyone's polygamous? Maybe this is actually a harem game. I mean, it kind of is, but some of them do get upset, but none of them really seem to care. But maybe that's just if you play it right. I don't know. Maybe this is has this been a harem game the whole time? I thought it was a harem game. I didn't think it is. Cause like, maybe, damn, have I been tricked into playing a harem game? It took me like 14 streams to realize, oh, this is a harem game. Wow. Me after I date everyone in the game at the same time. I guess this is a harem game. Oh, come on, team. Come on, man. The one time I talk about something messed up. Oh, hi team. How are you doing? Welcome to my harem game simulator, I guess. It's been a good game the whole time. In my defense, I wasn't thinking this was a harem. I thought this was more like Persona style, where you can date everyone and it sometimes can work, but it's really not like, it's not a good ending. But I guess this is a good ending, so I just have to live with the fact that I've been playing a harem game. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's see how they react. Hi, Peanut. I'm happy to see you. Also, it's good to see you, team. How are you doing? Welcome on in.
You're here. In
Welcome
front of
to
me.
Dating
What a
Peanut
great place to
Simulator.
be.
That's what it is. That was cute. After Peanut lets go, Bonnabelle steps over and kisses you on both cheeks with genteel affection. Why the genteel? Why the genteel? My friend was shattered. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it really sucks that Ice is now shattered as a friend, right? Yeah. Totally sad. I know, I'm gonna miss him too. Copium. Just blame it on somebody else. Oh, man.
Hey, sugar. Always a pleasure. You know it, too.
All right, so, but you know what? We could just say that it's Southern hospitality that that Bonnabelle is kissing our cheeks.
As you can see, we're making the most of the bad weather by doing the most productive thing possible.
Really reaching
Shopping.
for straws.
Though if you ask me, any shopping trip that doesn't involve at least one hat or shoe store is like a cupcake with no icing.
We could break into a store. Let's break into a store. That'd be fun. I've already did that with Cassie.
No, Bonnie, we have to save our money. If we go look at shoes, we'll never be able to resist.
I can help.
Can't I just try them on? Just
Oh my
for a little
gosh.
old minute?
I have $88,000.
Black
I
heels
can
down the
give you
way.
the shoes.
No way.
Yeah, that is me right now. Big copium.
Walnuts.
Walnuts.
Anyway, what's going on with you? What's on your mind this rainy day?
All right, so I'm supposed to do the first or the second. Stare at them? Yeah, no, I'm not staring at them. So I'm supposed to pick the one or the second. Hungry, want lunch, my treat. I'm genuinely in awe that one family can be so beautiful. I've probably hit on them enough, so let's just treat them to lunch.
Well, now that is an idea.
Hooray! Free food! Just kidding. I would love to grab some lunch.
I mean, you're not just kidding. You are taking the free food, but
Lead the way, sugar.
okay. The three of you go to the food court where you foot the bill for the three of you. Also, $200 for 3 people for lunch in this economy, bro. What is this economy actually? I mean, inflation is real and all that stuff, but maybe hear me out. What if this is actually a game set in the future? It's a game in the future because everything in this game is absurdly expensive. So, steak and lobster for everyone from the mall food court. My favorite place to get premium steak and lobster. The mall. I mean, I'm sure the mall food court, I'm sure there's a mall out there that has a food court that has like steak and lobster. I guess it could be real. The conversation is light, but by the end, you can't help but feel a little
Oh,
charmed.
we should head out, Bonnie.
You're
Oh,
right.
dine and
But
dash.
thanks so much for the meal.
I
and the
am
company,
destroyed, but also I don't mind. You guys are worth it.
Yeah, feel free to swoop out of the air for free meals anytime.
Oh no, they're mooching.
sugar. We gotta scoot, but have a wonderful day.
There's a Ruth Chris Steakhouse in a mall. Ooh. Maybe I need to broaden my horizons and stop going to like Taco Bell in malls and notice that there are actual good places. I will stay at Taco Bell's good, but more gourmet options. The two of them leave, turning back once to wave goodbye and continue their way, giggling out and laughing the whole way. You get back to your car and the rest of the dreary, flat-chested world. Man, dude, have you seen half the... What do you mean flat chest? All right, from a purely descriptive standpoint, what the hell do you mean? What do you mean? I think Eli's the only one without... And it's because he's a guy. Everyone else in this world is definitely not. I don't know what this narrator is talking about. This narrator has not stepped out in the world. Narrator, you need to go touch some grass. Go touch some grass, man. All right, the afternoon. All right, so July 24th afternoon. What do we got next? Afternoon, go to the pizzeria to get Cassie's death. Just say, all right, let's eat. They didn't tell me to do anything with the phone. Let's see here. If that's flat, I don't want to know. Yeah, that's the thing. How much was the lunch? $200 for 3 people. Can't hate on him. No, I definitely won't. But maybe I can. Maybe I can, okay? Oh, is she just talking to me? Oh, that's cute. I like Cassie. Sad. I'm not gonna get into that. All right, Fumi, what do you need? Meet me at the hotel tonight in 69th Street. 9th. Got some... Okay, she's got some stuff to show me. We're gonna have some fun at the hotel. We go to the pizzeria. All right, we'll get Cassie's death for an achievement here. So we'll go save. And then we'll override it. Rip Cassie. Rest in peace, Cassie. We'll just skip here. So we have to say yay. Okay. All right, let's see when we get there. All right. You wouldn't be here without him. He's your savior. I guess that's true. Maybe. I just don't want to admit it. Listen.
All right, dig in.
Oh, yeah. So what happens here is there's some moldy pizza that Luigi left because it's like for throwing it away. And then she takes a pizza and dies. And she keels over dead. Turns out you shouldn't eat pizza, especially when it's made out of fancy ingredients. An ambulance is called, you go with her to the hospital, but you know even before you get there that your quest has ended in failure. She bloated up from that pizza. Look at that. It expanded in her stomach. I mean, maybe that's why she died. Maybe. Oh, man. Should be set in 2024. Did you really inflation calculator? That's funny. 2040, that's depressing if it's that soon, actually. That's like less than 20 years away. You're saying by the time I'm in my 40s, I'm gonna have to spend $200 for for lunch. Man. Beware of forbidden pizza if you ever come by this again. Well, we got the achievement. Cassie's dead, and now she's gone from the title screen until I reload the game. So, okay. All right, so what I'm supposed to do is tell her, nah, don't eat that. Cass, this looks pretty... It looks off. And then I buy a new pizza. All right. What about this one, though? This is a 5... Actually, you know what? Buying a fancy pizza if lunch is about $200, I think that actually kind of makes sense. This game might genuinely be set in the future. I think we're onto something, chat. I think it is, because
Oh my god, are you serious?
oh, I could have used, I guess I could have used buff, but I don't really need that. All right, anyway, we bought her some pizza. That's it. All right. So now we go to the hotel. We go to Fumi section. Now we already did Fumi section, so we're not gonna... Fumi. This is not a date. This is second encounter. All right. There's a couple options here. So let's skip. I don't know why the hotel is in this weird alley. Second encounter... It says, well, at least you're dressed for it. Oh, Jesus, I just noticed that she was wearing... I was so busy looking at the guide, I didn't... You know, just... It's just there. It's probably good, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad, but I don't want to give you guys anything. All right. So what do we got here? I'm dressed for it. I don't know. Let's see.
Place is
I assume this hotel is somewhat off the radar. Iro being targeted really takes all your money. No, she definitely does. She is literally a gold digger. It's just a swimsuit. It's technically not a swimsuit, but yeah, it's a swimsuit, guys. It's just a swimsuit. This will be over in a minute though. Agreed.
excellent.
And then Suave 70.
Thank
So then after all that, we cuddle and have a nice night. And nothing else. All right. So I think that's considered Fumi's date? Question mark? It doesn't feel like a date. All right. Hold on a minute. Let me check the guide. Oh, man. Back to 20. E2 too close. Oh, yeah. Scroll. Where is it, dude? 2024. Okay. So we got there. You were worried about me. We did that. Love hotel model. I don't need model anymore, so we're gonna run buff. Because we gotta get this to 76, so that'll be after tonight. We should be done here. Run it again. All right, July 25th morning. We have to accept Mio's date by saying, I'll be there. And then you can ignore Mystic. Oh yeah. This is when the goddess realized that we were getting hints from Mystic. And she was like, yo, you can't cheat. And so she just unsubscribes us from the hints. That's really funny. All right, so in the morning, let's make a save here. Reload this save and call this July 24 or 25, my bad, 25 morning. I guess I don't need to say morning because it's literally baked into the thing. Okay, July 25. Okay, choose whatever. The beach will give you +5 buff if you swim, while downtown gives you an Iro scene. Let's go downtown. I haven't seen Iro's scene. I don't think this matters, but we'll take a look here. Maybe I scroll down to Iro's scene. Oh, those are just dates. I don't know what this Iro scene is. Because I don't need buff anymore. I'm just gonna skim through this. You go down a dark alley. Oh, I saw this one. Yeah, no, I've seen this.
How the hell?
Yeah, she's just racing a guy. Gonna blow her a kiss. Alright, so that wasn't really anything. Okay. Now we have DLC. Go to the mall. Oh, cool. He just told me this. I don't have to jump around. Let's go. Pulling up to the mall, the parking lot was shockingly empty compared to what you're used to. Funny story, the first time my grandfather had pizza, his brother brought him a slice in his car's glove box from the night before. Is he traumatized by pizza now? Because that would traumatize me. A lot. Hopefully he didn't die from that. There are enormous puddles everywhere, the rain falling faster than the drains can handle. For a moment you think you see a car fall into a sinkhole. Once you're inside, the commercial lighting and manufactured air feels surprisingly comforting. You take a look around, the place is somehow emptier than the parking lot. The lack of crowds, that doesn't make any sense. How does that work? The lack of crowds allow you to explore branches and sections of the mall you couldn't before. You find a place selling vampire slaying equipment. Ooh. And another selling vegan mouse pads. Now the vampire slaying, I mean, that's like a thing that exists in fiction or whatever. But there is a job in Crush Crush that is vampire slaying. So I think it's a oh, there's no job selling vegan mouse pads, but Vampire slaying, possibly a Crush Crush reference, maybe. As things get stranger and stranger, you decide it's best to head back the way you came when you hear a familiar voice from somewhere nearby, carried on by the breezy air conditioning.
Yeah, they told me they just needed another 15 minutes. They apologized for the delay.
It's my girl. You follow the sound of the voice, reaching the small wing of the mall with a number of eclectic stores. You spot a cowboy cobbler, an antique locksmith, a fancy beard store. So do you buy the beards or beard care? Because I'd like to buy a beard. That'd be kind of cool. Seated at a bench in the middle of the corridor, you spot Peanut talking on her phone. Her back is turned to you.
I'm just glad I noticed. Imagine going through all that trouble and then...
Then
yeah!
what?
It sends a really bad message. Exactly. Yeah. I'm just happy
She's talking
I
to
got
you. Are you
everything
cheating
done
on
in
me?
time.
Says the
Thanks
guy who's
again for all
dating
your
everyone
help.
in the town. How dare you cheat? Oh, no. She has a lot of friends at college, actually. What do you do? What am I supposed to do? Here, let me get this for you. Okay. Oh, DLC mall. So now I go down Peanut. 25th. Say hello. Hello. You approach Peanut, calling to her just as you turn the corner.
Oh, biscuits!
Biscuits. She quickly whispers something to her phone and hangs it up. Then she jumps to her feet and jogs over to meeting you halfway.
Hey! Fancy running into you here. How's it going?
It's been like 2 days in a row. We're supposed to give her a hug, obviously. I heard the cowboy cobbler was down this way. No, we're saying give her a hug.
Oh, hugs are cool.
Hugs are cool. Yay! I love her, dude. She's so silly. I don't know if I'd be happy or if I would be really depressed if I hug someone and they're like, "Wow, hugs are cool." I'd be like, I regret it. But that's just who she is. So I think it's fine. It's fine. She hugs you back, rubbing your shoulder blades with affection.
You always give the nicest hugs.
No, you.
Hey, look.
What's up?
No, I'm terrible at lying. I'm gonna have to do this without the lying.
All right, I appreciate that. What's up? Peanut turns to you, takes a deep breath, and points directly at your face. She declares,
You, leave.
"Oh,
I am here for a private matter.
okay.
It is a matter pertaining to a surprise.
Okay. Well, you probably should have lied." I immediately backtrack. I'm like, you probably should have lied then, but okay.
A surprise that you may or may not be involved in.
Okay, you could have just left it at surprise. I got it.
And if you get all snoopsy and nosy, the surprise shall be ruined.
It's kind of already ruined, but I will play along.
So turn back and never dare set foot in this part of the mall again.
Uh-oh.
Pretty please.
All right. Well, I'm supposed to say I will leave a kiss and nothing less, which is probably what I would have picked anything. Anyway, but let's see. As you asked nicely, hope it doesn't involve the beard store. Prefer you without one. That's a good one. So it is a store you can buy. No, I'm kidding. I will leave a kiss and nothing less.
You and your stupid charming face.
Tee.
Fine. Very well. Come here.
Peanut grabs you by the collar. Whoa. She is getting awfully, like, independent? I don't know what word I'm looking for, but she's doing that. That's good for her. She was very, very shy, and I like that. It's probably one of the first like characters that I like that's not like a shy person, because that's usually like my type when it comes to anime characters. And this girl's just like, no, now I know what I want. And I'm like, I actually kind of love that a lot. She kisses you once on the cheek, once on the other, and then plants a great big smooch on your lips. All right, now I feel like I'm like her child. It feels like a grandmother thing to do. But I will take it. When she releases you, your face is blushing, and she's doing her best to continue her impression of intimidation.
Yeah. There. You got what you wanted. Now hit the road.
You should learn from Cassie. She's very good. Forceful? I don't know if I'd say it's forceful, because it's like... she does what she wants, but like... not in like a rude way. You know? She's like... I don't know. Confident. That's the word. She's confident. It's confidence. She's got a lot of confidence.
I won't ask again nicely. Probably.
Do you have like a mean thing? As you turn to go, Peanut gives you a light smack on your butt. Okay, see what I mean? That's confidence. That is confidence. You have to be very confident in yourself and obviously the person that you're, I think, direct to be able to do that, especially in public. That'd be, I don't know if I'd ever feel comfortable enough ever doing that, even in private, to be honest, with a significant other. Like, that takes confidence. I will probably never reach that level of confidence in a partner. When you turn back for a moment, she points at you more sternly, but smiling. You leave her to her mysterious shopping, turning back once you see her spying on you around the corner, making sure you are in fact leaving. After poking your head around a few more stores, you feel as though there's not much else to draw your attention, so you hit the road again, wondering all the while what she might have been up to. Crazy PDA. Yeah, it's not the worst. Definitely would make a couple people uncomfortable though. Let's see. So July 25th. No more Mystic text. The final stretch. I lied. Maybe this will be the last day. They said it's the final stretch. All right, so now we go to the mall. I don't know who we're talking to here. You reach over, lift up a foot, makes it easier for her to leave. Was that Cassie? I don't know who that was. Oh, it was Cassie. Just walking.
Oh, sweet.
We go suave.
Yeah.
So she was doing a job. Peanut. Hey, just a quick message to say that it was so great seeing you today. I've been super busy for the last few days. It feels like the summer is going by so fast. Let's make sure we get at least one more chance to hang out. I'm sure we can figure out some fun things to do together that won't break our wallets. Anyway, don't forget, you're the best. Talk again soon. Hugs. Cute. All right, it's Mio. This is Mio's last date. This is a pretty crazy one, and her death is actually really hilarious here. They try to make it really creepy, but then they ruin it by having it be a reference to Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's a really gruesome and like terrifying death. But they ruin it because it's a Five Nights at Freddy's reference. But here's the stalker. Here's the guy who's been stalking her. It says, don't make this guy mad. He will kill you. And he will. So we go, any of the first options, not the third. You look familiar.
That's right.
Let me go, man, I don't want any trouble.
It's way too late.
And then we go buff. All right, so now he's gone for now. We could do any choice. Laugh track, applause.
My greatest aspiration in life.
Okay. We did that. Tech savvy.
Whoa.
And then I wonder if I could put together a triangle face cosplay. Triangle face. That's a reference to something. Triangle face, does that ring a bell? Triangle face. What else would that even be? Square face, round face, circle face. Star face? I don't know. I'm moving on. The guy in the guide also didn't get that, so I'm also not gonna get it. Also, we have ads starting soon. Slight diss to Cassie. Yeah, maybe. She does crime. It's okay. All right. Sorry, I need this. Wait, what? Oh, play to win.
Darn stupid.
Play to win, and then we say. So we have to win the. Oh, I need to answer this call.
Oh yeah.
Which she'll not like, but I believe this phone call is Cassie. Yeah. Where she gets caught or something. Is it Cassie? Yeah, where she's about to get caught. So we just tell her to calm down. And then she mopes. I don't know why I said mopes. She's literally dealing with a stalker. That's definitely worth moping over. And then what are you talking about? I guess she thinks we're dating her, which, I mean, we are. So we are just kind of lying, but... See, I hurt you. I'm sorry. I know how you feel.
Yeah.
Secret picture, umbrella. I don't need that right now. I suppose you don't want a parasol or something.
I feel like I don't understand other people.
Okay, we go hug. We're having a nice little emotional walk.
To hear the whole thing.
I promise.
Thank you.
Is this
My
about like...
live streams?
Oh yeah. This is where she talks about, oh, also enjoy your ads while we talk about a really depressing, serious topic with Mio. So maybe you're not going to miss anything that sad. But yeah, no. So Mio is a cam girl, and she's kind of been, she started out as a normal streamer, and she just felt like she had to keep going more and more for money. So she's definitely been manipulated to do this. So it's very, she's trying to get out of that, and she doesn't know how to stop. So... And then there's the stalker on top of it, but she doesn't seem really that concerned about the stalker. But yeah, no, this is it's a pretty deep.
I don't want any of this.
It's yeah, not that doesn't make you feel
Can't help
great,
it.
but she's okay. Thanks to us. Yeah. So that was Mio's date. Okay, July 25th night. I guess we could just get money for the rest of the day, for the rest of the game. Make money. All right. Oh, there's so many people, man. Oh, there's so many people. Okay. Morning phone, Peanut. Let's talk to Peanut first. The storm is really starting to get bad. The thunder woke me up out of a deep sleep. Are you okay? How are you? I'm good, Peanut. I'm better now that I've heard from you. Oh my gosh, okay. Phew, that's good. Truthfully, I'm sort of always expecting the opposite to be true. Classic Peanut, right? Hey, look, whatever it is you're going through, I know, or just know, I'm here for you, no matter what. The storm will pass, and you will smile again. And if you need to take my smile with you and keep it in your heart. Aw, that's sweet. Because that smile is your fault anyway. Be well, my dear friend. Friend! Damn, I realize that these messages are written so that no matter what route you're down, it will always make sense. She did not just friend zone me, dude. You... Peanut, no! Oh man, that hurts so much. Peanut, how could you? After everything we've been through, my dear friend. Are you kidding me? Oh man. I am so sad. Alright, Dorian, what do you need? We need to talk. Come to my house. I don't want to. Don't be late. Don't take his money. This achievement is already going to be yours. You don't need that much money. Half-light destroys everything. Throw his money. Okay. I guess we say okay. Hot luck. Take it more seriously. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Mio is just gonna say thank you for the hanging out or the date, whatever. Okay. All right, we're good. So we did that. We're going to town, and it says pick any choice 4 times. So it's L. Okay. Hi, L. Oh wait, no, this was the this is the woman. Yeah. So if you slap her on the butt here, it's fine because she's just a freak like that. No, she's not that. She's just really stupid. She's really dumb.
You can't.
But yeah, she's silly.
He's just been
This is where you learn a little more about Dorian and you realize how manipulative he is. That's where you find out that Dorian said you should get your hair pink and she did it. But you learn that he's controlling and he's weird and creepy. All right, let's see. All right, what did she say? Need to speak with you. All right, so she's there. Go meet Dorian. So we can skip this. This is where he basically says,
Quite. Though
you need to leave Elle alone and I'll pay you like X amount of money if you leave her alone or whatever, something like that. And let me go. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I believe.
Any choice besides the third. I don't know, enlighten me. So this is where he basically comes clean and he's like, Elle has, you know, narcolepsy. We've been treating her, you know, protecting her and all this other stuff to protect her. And so they just lock her in a room, basically. It's really messed up. This is where the game gets not so, I mean, it's a really good story, but it's not so fun. So we're gonna kind of, this is beneath boast enough. You should have just asked. Yeah, no, he basically says, here's $50,000, stop dating her. And so we're just like, bro, you could have just asked, but now I'm not going to. All right, so we can't do that, or I think we throw the money into the, yeah. Burn his money. Wealth means nothing to scorn. Toss the money into the fire. He does not like that. All right. So now he's mad. He's mad. All right. So now we do Quill's fourth date. This one is also pretty sad. We just learned more about Quill and the trauma from watching the previous guy get shot. She's scared of thunderstorms because it reminds her of the gunshot that killed her previous friend. It's fine. So we will skip through this. We sit down opposite Quill. Bro, that's crazy. I just read that. There was a choice that says blow up a bag and pop it. That's so messed up. All right, this is the only good option. The first two cause hearts. Really? Okay, so you have to pat her head. Find something to eat. This I thought was cool, where you pull her ears off and then we become the cat and she goes back to normal. And it's really interesting.
It's best to get home quickly.
Yeah, I'm realizing I'm skipping over all this, but I played it before. It's really cool. Yeah, and then we get the whole thing. And then we go, what happened? Look at that. Who's that guy? Who could that possibly be? I wonder who that is. It's definitely not Dorian. It's totally not him, right?
Go bang.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. But I don't know. It's we joke about why is Quill the way she is, but it looks like it's literally just a multiple personality disorder. But I don't know. I think it's something a lot deeper than that. Because she was clearly acting like a cat before that incident. The security cameras were looking at you.
Yes, those.
Okay. The camera comes back. Yeah, it's a pretty intense date. Whoa. Peanut? You're coming over? I didn't know Peanut was coming over. Is this Peanut's date? I guess it must be. 26. Quill's date section. Is this Peanut date 3? What is this? This isn't on the list. You become aware you're dreaming. Somewhere between the waking world. Oh! My. What is this? Somewhere between waking worlds and the world of dreams, you realize that you have awakened into a lucid dream. Whatever you are dreaming moments before vanishes abruptly, as though you crashed into the ground. suddenly, but without pain. Surrounded by darkness, you can feel that you are being watched, and there is much more to the feeling. Were you being used? In the dream flashes an image of sensations, the 5 girls, feathers, laughter. A creeping dread that you were being... Suddenly your phone rings. Pulls you completely out of your sleep. Your eyes snap open and your heart racing. The dread vanishes, you check your phone. You don't realize it's a call from Peanut. Is this like in the... It is a date. What? Bro just didn't tell me about the date. Come on, man. Maybe he wanted to surprise us. I mean, he has a guide for the section, but he didn't even say that there's a Peanut date tonight. All right. Obviously, we're answering the phone call. You hit accept and say hello.
I'm so sorry.
What's up?
Look, I know I say that to you basically all the time.
It's not all the time.
I know it's late, I know it's stormy and terrible out, and I know phone calls are basically the worst way to communicate.
I think they're probably one of the better ways to communicate. It's probably like second best after talking in person, because you are just talking.
But I woke up with such a terrible feeling of deja vu dread badness that I had to call you.
Deja vu,
I know this makes me sound like a crazy stalker weirdo, or a loony goonie that believes in psychic powers.
Oh yeah, because I remember she had the same dream, or she had a dream with the 2 goddesses. I don't know if it was the same vision, but she had a vision with them. So she is clearly here for a reason, whether she knows it or not.
But if you will forgive me just this one time, I will never ever call or bother you ever again.
No phone, bad Peanut girl. What a crazy line. Come on, man. I say the most awkward booty call ever.
Yes! That's good. Make me feel awkward with obvious sexual tension. We'll laugh. It'll be like old times.
What do you mean like old times? This is only recent that we've been getting like this.
I have no idea why I'm getting so worked up. I thought you were... Sorry. Bad dream.
Oh, so she saw me die in the dream. I bet I was going to watch them die in the dream. I wonder if maybe what it could be, because we were sent to save the 5 girls, right? Maybe she was sent to save me. Because I think in that dream, we learn about them dying. So maybe she saw us dying. Maybe? I don't know.
Thank you for making me laugh. I'll stop bothering you.
Let's see. I didn't say you were bothering me. So this is not a booty call then. No, I'm kidding.
Are you sure? I'm sorry I'm all wound up. I just couldn't shake this terrible feeling. Feel free to just hang up at any moment. No explanation.
Oh, that's so crazy, Peanut.
I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Okay, let me just take a deep breath.
Okay. In, out.
Okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
Are you okay? For real this time. Not just panic peanut mode.
I've got a lot going on right now.
Yeah, you don't sound like yourself.
Oh my god, Peanut, you're okay.
Okay, I normally don't do this kind of thing, but I can tell there's something really, really bothering you. I know how it can feel to be away from home with the weight of the world on your shoulders.
You don't know how much that really means to me right now, Peanut. The weight of the world is literally on my shoulders right now. Or at least the weight of these 5 girls. The weight of their death. So, yeah.
I'm coming over right now.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Absolutely. Surprisingly reckless of you.
I didn't hear you say no.
She's really reckless. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I'm getting on my bike this instant.
Oh, man.
And thanks to some previous cyberstalking, I know it'll take me 15 minutes to get there.
I mean, you've been to my house before, Peanut, so...
Please do not take that the wrong way.
I don't know how else I'm supposed to take that, Peanut.
I will see you soon.
All right. Peanut hangs up. A roll of thunder in the distance replies. This is probably a bad idea. You look over at the foot of your bed. Quill is sleeping there, all curled up, purring softly. You shuffle over and blow raspberries on her tongue. Why? To wake her up? She wakes instantly, hisses at you, and runs out of the room. Why did that happen? I'm not even saying that's weird. No, it is weird, but like, why did you... I need to get her out of the room. This is your plan. You're not likely to see her for the rest of the night. Did you just like make her mad? What the heck was that? That's such a random line to just throw in one sentence. So you get dressed and wait for Peanut in the front room. Also, you could have just like gotten up quietly and let her sleep at the foot of your bed. You didn't have to scare her out of the room, man. As you're waiting, listening to torrential downpour, there's something about the sound that makes you feel more and more anxious. A strange sensation tingles at the back of your neck. You feel your heart skip a beat and realize you've been holding your breath. Words start to whisper at every edge of your hearing. Distraction, disloyal, displeased. The voices feel so real, you nearly get out of your seat and check around the house. You try to clear your mind. Suddenly, you think of Peanut out in the storm pedaling to your house. Whoops, my bad. Why? She likes you, doesn't she? Or does she? Maybe you're a spider and you didn't know it. Maybe she's just caught in your web. Unintended prey, collateral damage. Maybe she doesn't like you at all. What? Who is this? Maybe she can't even help it. Suddenly there's a crack of thunder and all the lights go out. You hear your microwave get a rather pathetic dweep sound. The mechanical sounds of electricity and appliance running in the background go silent. In the dark, only the sound of the storm continues. Till you hear a knock at the door. Answer the door. Wait for another knock. You stand up. You feel as though you're in a bit of a mental fog. You walk over to the door, intending to open it immediately, but unsure of how long it actually takes you. Is this a real choice you can make? Does it lead to a bad ending? Are they going to fourth wall break this? I kind of hope they don't. I mean, they make references, but it's not like true to the... It's not canon that it's fourth wall. They'll say silly stuff like, gotta level up my talents, but that's like a joke. It's not like real. I hope this isn't fourth wall. We'll see. Who is even knocking at this time of night? Sound of someone knocking at the door breaks you from your thoughts. You feel as though you might be dreaming, and you hear Peanut's voice through the door.
Hey, I don't know if you forgot, but it's Peanut at the door. Did you fall back asleep? Please wake up. I'm so chilly.
Oh my god. She knocks again. You reach over and unlock the deadbolt. When the door opens, a very wet but very happy Peanut is there, smiling with pure gratitude.
Oh, good. I have the
Oh my
right
god,
house.
you didn't even put on a
For
jacket.
a moment there, I was nervous I might be disturbing a
Should have
senior
at least put
citizen
on
or
your
something.
sweater, dude. I am a little upset because I really like her sweater in Crush Crush. And she didn't mention she has the sweater, but she just doesn't wear it.
Hey, I'm not a vampire or anything, but I would still prefer it if you invited me in. May I come in?
Yeah. You realize that you're staring. Peanut is standing there, her clothes soaked through. You can see the soft, subtle shapes of her body peeking through. Yes. We see all of her. There's something utterly thrilling about her. Everything. How do we go from just like questioning our purpose in life and like whether Peanut likes us and like how do we go from that to this in like 2 sentences? The mind of this main character is wild. I wish to study this man's mind. The thing about her is, in her expression is pure concern that feels as hot as a flame, even as she stands there shivering. Every time I open this tab, don't open the tab, it's fine. No, I'm kidding. Need some Bible studying. Man. We say, you're so crazy. I adore you. I do adore her, though. I do really like her.
Oh, wow. I adore you too.
Yay.
I think you're amazing and
Guys,
awesome
we're in
and
love.
charming and crazy and really hot.
Really hot. Spelled H-A-W-T. Peak writing right
and
here.
Speaking of hot.
Oh. Peanut pauses a moment, looking expectantly.
Okay, but seriously, can I come in?
She's literally been saying out this whole time. What is going on in my head right now? You lead Peanut inside and quickly run to get her a towel.
I hate to be a bother, seeing as I dropped by to make sure you're okay, but I'm going to need more than a towel. I don't suppose you have anything I could wear for now. While my clothes dry.
I have. Oh my god, man. I'll take a look.
Thank you. I'll stay here and, well, I guess I'll just get your floor wet. My
Thank you.
options are really limited.
We dump her for saying it like that? Nah, it's fine. I'll stand here and get your floor wet. That's really funny. You search through your bedroom dressers along with your closet. You discover dozens of outfits for Quill, all the same color, all folded suspiciously well. You mull over whether to give Peanut some of Quill's clothes anyway, despite that they may not fit very well. But ultimately you decide it's too risky. Offering another woman's clothing is likely to raise a bunch of questions. It might even provoke Quill to show herself. That's probably true. Probably wouldn't want to do that unless you know it's like oversized or something. I don't know. Instead, you go through your own clothes, turning your suitcase over. At the bottom of your clothes pile, tucked in a nice neat ball, is a large orange sweater you forgot. Oh, Quill is the cat. So Quill is the cat who lives in our house, and she's cute. Wait, is this the sweater lore? You recall while you were packing that you decided to throw a sweater in your suitcase just in case. Only later to realize how ridiculous it was to pack a semi-tropical summer adventure, kicking yourself that you're bad at packing. Well, who is laughing now? Seems, why is the narrator has just turned into something insane right now. He's like giving opinions, making jokes. What is going on? Seems like you outfoxed yourself again. You place your sweater, a towel, and a pair of your PJ bottoms in the bathroom, then tell Peanut she can get changed.
Oh, thank you. I was starting to consider climbing into the fireplace and volunteering for the position of Yule log.
Please don't do that.
Speaking of fireplaces,
Why is the
I
cat
noticed
an
this one
option?
still works with
Everyone
the
is an
power off.
option. She's one of the main girls. She's one of the main girls. Also, she's like a cat girl. So, you know, not a literal cat.
It sure would be nice to have a fire, hey? Hey? Huh? Nice idea, hey?
All right, Peanut, you gotta. You set figuring out how the fireplace works, and Peanut disappears into the bathroom. You can hear her struggle momentarily, trying to take off her wet shirt.
On. How can so little fabric be such an effective peanut trap?
Peanut trap? That's silly.
Hey, since the power is off, maybe I can set my wet clothes by the fire to dry?
Yeah.
Pretty good reason to start a fire.
I'm working
I'd
on it,
say.
Peanut. Give me a minute, all right? Real life E2 could start that fire in a second, all right? But this guy sucks at starting fires, okay? Probably would take a lot longer than a second. I don't want to give myself that much credit. I'm not that good. I'm not good at it at all. You focus on the fireplace, removing the weird steel plate with the instructions on it. It's a natural gas. Oh, so you literally turn it on. Okay, never mind. E2 could totally do this in real life. Way quicker. She's not an actual cat. Yeah, no, she's a cat girl. Well, it's like, I mean, you kind of missed the explanation. It's a whole like multi-personality disorder trauma stuff. It's like a coping mechanism. She has like a cat headband and acts like a cat. It's like a coping mechanism. I don't want to get into it now because it's really sad. But yeah, you missed about 12 streams of lore. So that's probably why you're confused. Should be an easy to start. You click some buttons and the fireplace whooshes to life. The slight chill in the air begins to disappear almost immediately. You rub your hands and enjoy the warmth. After taking a moment to get 2 glasses of water, you sit down on the couch and wait. Yeah, that's the Peanut sweater. This is literally the lore. So wait a minute. I take it all back. I thought this game took place before Crush. Granted, this could just be an alternate reality, or a parallel universe, because whenever there's an event in Crush, it is literally called, you stepped into a parallel universe. So this could just be a parallel universe. But I like to assume, because that takes place at the same time. But if she got her sweater from us, then this must be a prequel. This must be a prequel. Changed your mind? What do you mean changed your mind? A few moments later, Peanut returns wearing your sweater. Peanut is a keeper. I know, she's so cute. I love her. The first moment you see her, You get a strange feeling, like a chord of a piano playing in your mind. I'm glad that you've come around on Peanut. She's worth the $9 I spent. Honestly, though, even the expansion of like all the extra dates and stuff, it's so cool. She looks really good in your sweater.
Hey, look at that. You made a fire. Was it because I suggested it? Aw, well, you're sweet. Thank you. I'll
Also,
set
you
my
probably
wet
would have
clothes
got
down here. Just ignore my
hypothermia.
silly frilly pink
Love
panties.
sweater
It
dresses.
was laundry day.
It's a sweater dress now.
What do you think? I look
I
pretty
like
good
it.
in this sweater, hey? It is so comfy. I love it.
I'm just so surprised that that they're giving her sweater lore. I never thought. Well, it's because I've been saying this from the moment they had her in the game. I'm like, she has a very specific and very cool sweater in Crush Crush, and I'm like, where's her sweater? Where is it? And now it's here. I just had to wait. They think of everything. Sad Panda Studios, you are absolute. This is peak cinema. It is. What am I supposed to say? You look fantastic. Like it was made for you. And the guy who's the huge peanut stand wrote, "It's the sweater." We're on the same page. We're like, it's the sweater. It was actually made for it. So this is it. Okay, that's so cool.
Thank you. I was really surprised when I saw how it looked in the mirror.
I wonder if does that mean we're gonna like die and sacrifice ourselves? Or is it just gonna be like a parting gift, keep the sweater?
I mean, the complete lack of other clothes might be skewing the results here, to be fair. Sort of a confounding variable. But I'll gladly take the compliment anyway.
Yay. Peanut walks around and sits down across from you. She folds her legs beneath her and curls up against the arm of the couch. She spends a moment getting comfortable, fidgeting while staring off into space deep in thought. Finally, she laughs.
I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I actually wrecked my favorite sweater just
See what
before I
it is,
came on
see?
vacation.
See? She told us that before. And I was like, that must be the sweater. She must have destroyed the sweater. But it was all a ruse. This is the actual sweater. Wow.
It's really silly, but I was super attached to it. Had it for a very long time. Spent a lot of frosty mornings, curled up in it with a coffee and a book.
See, like, I feel like she told us this
It was
before.
a gift from someone dear to me. And I can't believe I'm going to tell you this for no reason. I actually cried when I wrecked it.
Oh, yeah. She was going to tell us, but then she cut herself off because she didn't want to finish the story.
Is that silly, to cry over a sweater? I feel like it's gotta be on the silly list.
No, I think that's fine. It says second or third choice. It's a little silly, but quite frankly, the world could use more of it. Yes, the world could use more silliness, more whimsy. We don't choose the things we love. We simply love. And eventually grieve. Oof, I don't like the eventually grieve. I mean, it's true, but this is not the moment. Let's just say it's a little silly, but we need silliness.
Yeah, that's a good point, honestly. I spend so much time worrying about people not taking me seriously. But there's so much seriousness in the world. Why am I trying to make more of it?
Let's go, bro. This is why I love Peanut, dude. He knows that this is the year of whimsy for me.
Interesting thought. But here I am, just blabbing and talking, as usual. I came here for a reason, and I'm not doing a good job at bringing it up. Are you
Peanut leans forward on the couch to look at you directly in the eye.
okay?
Oh, man. Good enough. Ups and downs, you know. What do you ask? Things are very complicated. I'll be honest. I can do any choice. Peanut nods, her eyes shimmering in the low light with concern and sympathy.
I can tell. Only a little bit. But whatever it is you're carrying right now, I can see the weight of it in you, even as we sit here. Something that's muted the wild mischief in your eyes and turned the corners of your mouth down ever so slightly.
Bro, when did she become so poetic? I mean, she's literally a PhD student, but...
Is there anything I can do? Any way I can help? I feel like you've been helping me all summer. Helping me find joy and fix my problems. And I feel like sometimes the people who go around fixing things often can't use their tools on themselves. So they can't call for help. They can only answer. Does any of that make sense?
We're supposed to say more than you know. ... Peanut nods sadly.
I can relate, I think. I'm not as good at fixing things as I think you are, but I'd rather try to fix someone else's problems than my own, quite often. I want to be your friend,
Damn. Come on, Peanut. That's twice. That's twice. I'm gonna die.
Your backup? Your Peanut?
Okay, you're getting there. You're getting there.
So, if there's anything you want to tell me, or
Damn.
just to say out loud,
That's twice in one day. Not.
I can be a
Agreed.
human being for you, if
No.
you want to talk.
I'd love to. So we're supposed to do all of them top to bottom. I'm not in Subrosa for a vacation. I have a job to do.
It must be a really upsetting thing.
Rippy too. Yep, rip me.
I couldn't even begin to guess what it might be, but I can see how it's weighing on you. Whatever that job is, though, I feel like if it's important and terrible enough, I can't think of anyone with a better heart and a sharper mind for it than you.
Peanut waits quietly for you to continue. Oh my god, I really like you, but I haven't been honest with you.
Oh, please, don't be worried about me.
I've been dating everyone in this town, Peanut.
I don't want to be the reason for any of your stress or anxiety.
No.
Don't worry. I like you too. And I haven't been fully honest either, I'll have you know. I am a peanut full of secrets and lies.
Okay, not the craziest, not crazy about that response, but I mean, I literally just said I haven't been honest with you. But
But don't worry. I trust you. I don't want you to be anything but you. Whatever you give to me, I'll cherish.
like it's totally fine to hold back things from people. But I don't know if I would come out and say, yeah, I totally have secrets and lies. I don't know if I would physically say that, you know, but that's what makes Peanut Peanut. All right, I'm struggling with my feelings for others, second guessing my own intentions.
I see. That's for
I
sure.
guess
a
they're really
terrible
trying to
burden
make me feel
have.
bad for dating everyone in the town. I mean, it could more be like, that is a lot of weight to put on my shoulders to be like, if you don't save these girls, they die, you know? So it could genuinely just, I think it's just that, but
Doubt is a deeply harmful kind of suffering. Sort of like regret, it doesn't live in the present with us. It dwells in the future and brings an agony we're in constant waiting for. But we can only look to our present thoughts and feelings and decide whether it's enough to go forward with. I've seen you laugh and care and protect. Whoever's feelings you're struggling over, I'm certain they are incredibly fortunate to have you.
bro, I thought you were a physicist, not a psychologist. I think that's the right word. I don't know. All right, I've got a dangerous road ahead, and I'm not sure I can handle.
I don't know much about danger. I tend to live a very quiet, gentle sort of life.
You do a lot of really dangerous jobs, or maybe more risky jobs, you know, like the bike riding, the rollerblading. That's not like, you know, guaranteed you're going to get a couple injuries, so you know a little bit about danger.
But for what it's worth, the first time I broke your watch, well, I thought you were the most dangerous person I had ever accidentally pissed off.
I wasn't mad. I don't think I acted mad.
Not from anything you did or said, just
Oh,
a feeling
okay.
that I had stepped on the tail of a wolf, like a ghost had walked over my grave. You know?
I don't know, actually.
Little did I know you were actually at least half a puppy
Trust
dog.
you have had
But
statement.
I
Yeah,
can confirm
it's
there's
definitely
still some
not
wolf in you.
like based off of, you know, Peanut and, you know, her personality. I don't think she actually meant anything bad by that. That's just a crazy way to phrase that, you know? It's just a weird way to say that.
If there are dangers ahead, I feel a little sorry for the dangers.
Peanut rises to her feet and walks gingerly over to the couch you're sitting on. She gently lowers her knees next to you so that she can look you in the eyes. She softly caresses your chin.
Can I give you a hug?
Aw. Yeah. 2 is for nerds, he says. What do you mean I'm not the hugging type? You've been hugging her the whole game. Yes. Peanut crouches towards you, wrapping her arms around your shoulders. In turn, you wrap your arms around her waist. The two of you embrace. The warmth and intimacy of her hug, you feel as though the weight of the last few weeks has lifted ever so slightly. As you lean more fully, she shifts her posture so that your head lies upon her chest. You embrace her tighter, placing your hand on the small of her back. You breathe in her smell and can hear deep music from the heartbeat in her chest. Bro, this game, when it wants to turn on the writing, it just goes. I don't know why this game has like, I mean, overall it's a pretty well written game, but when it wants to turn on the poetry, it just turns it on to 11, and it's awesome. You're not sure how long the hug lasts, but it feels like breathing, like water slacked to an endless thirst. Like water. Wow. What is this game? If it had lasted all night, it wouldn't be enough. Not even close. When Peanut at last pulls away, she looks at you in the eyes and smiles.
Thank you. You give great hugs.
No, you do. At last, Peanut slides over and sits in a more comfortable position. As she rearranges her posture for the briefest moment, her sweater rides up well past. And then there's that. And then there's that. I'm gonna explode. Even in the low light of the fire, you unmistakably see a flash of pale skin, the soft curve of her thigh, and bum. I like that they say bum. I like the word bum. It's a really stupid word, with nothing interrupting the beautiful continuum. He pulls the bottom of the sweater down, smiles meekly. For once, she does not turn a shade of red, and a moment you doubt what you saw.
Whoops. Just a small adjustment there. Hey, so what's up?
I think I did yes. Any choice. Just do the stupid drafty joke, I guess, and then the sus, yeah. I will be honest, so there is a second DLC, though. I'm not playing that, but so all of the stuff that is slightly, you're like, whoa, that seems a little bit too much. That's because there is another DLC out there that does exist. So if you're wondering, this feels a little out of place, that's why. I don't have that DLC, but they need to write the story in a way that you can fit it in. So unfortunately, every time you're like, all right, that feels really absurd and out of place, that's because there's supposed to be something else there that, you know, makes it fit a little better. I'm trying to be very vague about that, but I'm sure you get the idea. So it's the only downside of this game. She waves at you rather nonchalantly.
Not at all. Between the sweater and the fire, I'm finding it rather comfortable in here. But if it does get less comfortable, maybe we'll grab a blanket. Probably should have thought of that.
Yeah, I
sooner.
probably should have given her a blanket like first. Now that I think about it, that's a great point.
Okay. I really didn't mean to ruin the moment or anything, but I should probably explain what's going on before we spend the next hour letting our imaginations get away from us.
Okay.
It's not super complicated, it's just a bit silly. So, you know, classic Peanut.
Yay.
I actually have a bit of a discomfort.
Okay.
Phobia? Aversion?
Okay.
Yeah, none of those really fit. I basically can't wear someone else's underwear. It's a thing.
Honestly, valid. I don't think that's weird. I think that's pretty normal. You know, it's, yeah. I gave her like mine, right? So I think that's kind of valid, right? I'm not crazy. Right? I wouldn't really want to do that. Maybe when I was a kid, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'll throw on a pair of my buddies if I need that, right? Right? I think that makes sense. I don't think that's as crazy as she makes it out to be.
I don't know why, but it always gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, no amount of like wash. I mean, it's like socks, dude. Even if you like throw them in a wash, I wouldn't want to wear someone else's socks. I know what mine turn into, you know? I don't want someone else wearing my socks, you know?
And before you
It's
say
valid.
a word, I see that look in your eyes. No, this is not a thing that has come up very often.
That is a good thing to point out. But honestly, I'm sure when you're a kid, you know, sleepovers or whatever, you're like, oh crap, I forgot a pair of this, and your buddy's just like, oh no, I got some, you know. I'm sure it comes up, especially girls. I could see girls doing that more often. And I could see why she wouldn't like that.
It's not
so
like
I
I'm
think it's
running
valid.
around university getting into hijinks, being constantly presented with the choice of wearing someone else's panties or going commando.
All right, well, yeah.
It's happened less than 5 times.
All right, why did you remember every single time? You did keep count though, so that's more concerning.
Wait. 2, 3.
Oh, she did keep count. Oh, she did keep count.
Less than 6 times.
To be fair, she has probably a little bit of OCD, so it might not have been intentional.
So I deeply appreciate the offer of your undies for the sake of my comfort and dignity, but I shall not be taking you up on the offer.
All right.
Just gotta get my skirt game under control.
And it's because you're wearing a sweater.
I apologize one more time for sort of ruining the moment. And that's always the risk when a peanut is trying to be serious.
That's cute. So let's see. I'm supposed to say you're adorable, which she is. Yeah, I could imagine it being super awkward.
Now you stop that. You can't just get away with that every time.
I
Allowing
can
me to
and
say
I
a bunch
will.
of foolish stuff and then letting me off the hook.
I can and I will. I've been doing that for every single time you showed up.
I can't possibly be that adorable. There's limits. There's cringiness. There's the very real chance that Peanut is a silly weirdo sometimes.
That's what makes you adorable. That's the point. I like when you're cringe. I like when you're weird. You are like the perfect. I'm like actually confessing my love, guys. Like, this isn't a bit. I'm being genuine. I'm never dating a real person again. I'm just going to keep playing Crush Crush for the rest of my life, or Hush Hush. Man, I am down bad.
I'm gonna start calling you adorable every time you do something
I'm
silly.
having a good
seeing
time,
how
I
you
guess.
like it.
Peanut pauses again, staring at her face for a long moment in content silence. A slight mischievous grin tugs at the corners of her mouth.
You know, whenever you get a bit flirty, you get this really cute look in your eyes.
Whoa, guys, she's talking to me.
There it is. You also have this little dimple that appears on your cheek, and it's just unreasonably cute.
All right. Real talk. I have one dimple. I just putting that out there. I have one dimple. She said you have one dimple on your cheek. I don't mean to say it. I think I might be the main character though. I think I'm the main character. I mean that's the proof is in the pudding right there. I
Seems
must be
like
the main
to
character.
Me, you kind of perk up when things start to get flirty.
Although I am definitely not this suave in real life. So I take it all back. There's no way. Oh man, is that really the choice? Oh man. I have to say the bottom one. That's what the guide says. All right, well the guide has not steered me wrong, but Peanut's jaw drops, and for a moment of silence, she can only stammer in shock. She's like, "No, you were doing so good." Did you ever see Gravity Falls? I have not, which is probably a show I should get around to watching, given how popular it was. But no, I've never seen it. But I do know a fair amount about it, though.
Yeah.
Her face goes bright red, and you see her uncross her arms, unsure of how to respond. Yeah, honestly, reasonable reaction.
You absolute menace.
The Phantom
You
Menace.
really don't play fair, do you? Just casually calling a gal's boobs magnificent, like it's something you can just say out loud.
Yeah, it is kind of something you probably shouldn't say out loud. Unless you are dating that person, or that's just like, you guys are both fine with that. Yeah, as long as you guys are both okay with it.
It's not
Still,
like I secretly
wouldn't
hope
recommend
certain
it.
people find me attractive and maybe think about me in that way and maybe want to act on those feelings.
Peanut takes a moment to run her hands through her hair and reset. She does so with feigned victorious snobbishness. Contented sigh.
Anyway, getting back to what I was saying.
Yeah, what's up?
So I actually really love that cheekiness about you. Whenever things get flirty, you tend to light up the entire room.
You sure it's not the fire?
Since I'm here to try and help you feel better,
Okay.
why don't we have a bit of flirty fun and play truth?
Play truth? Okay. Oh, okay.
You ask me stuff, I ask you stuff. We have to be honest. If someone chickens out on a question, they have to do something the other person tells them.
Can you not say truth or dare is not copyrighted, Sad Panda. You can say truth or dare. I'm saying truth or dare. What do you mean we're gonna play truth? You can say truth or dare. It's not copyrighted. Why did they just call it truth? I was like, oh, is this like the the not DLC version, like the DLC version is Truth or, but no, they are playing Truth or Dare.
Sound like fun?
It's called Truth or Dare. Man, this game is killing me. There's an episode that reminds me of you. Ooh. What episode is it? Is it worth watching? And is it gonna make me regret watching it? All right, let's keep this PC though. No religion, politics, mostly questions about schmexy stuff.
Okay, yeah, deal. Okay, I'll go first because it's my game and I call dibs.
Okay.
Let's start with an easy one. What's the naughtiest thing you've done in public?
Oh, we're
or
like going
something in your
in.
top 3 if you can't narrow it down.
Okay. Yes, and maybe. Okay.
I already got my answer, but you gotta go first.
I've definitely gotten to know people without the need for bedroom walls. That's what I'm supposed to say? All right.
Ooh, I like the subtle description. Let's my imagination fill in all the details.
Yeah, like I said, even though this game is a little bit weird sometimes, it's still written beautifully. Like,
Though, honestly, my imagination is pretty innocent, in general. But that doesn't stop me from pretending
I get
I'm
a feeling
super
that our
suave.
main character, despite how many women he gets, and men, you never forget about Eli. I feel like our main character is honestly pretty vanilla. I don't think he does a lot of crazy stuff.
So, here's some pretending. Yeah, I know what you mean. Wink wink.
It's honestly probably what you're thinking, Peanut. The main character is not that crazy. He's just incredibly charming.
I take it then that the stuff that we did.
What did we do? Oh yeah, we just kind of cuddled on the beach. Yeah, we had the whole explanation of general relativity. I forgot all about that. The greatest explanation of general relativity the world has ever seen. And I mean that seriously. It was incredible. Yeah. That was really cool.
You know, on the beach.
Yeah.
Probably rated pretty high on your list.
I was really, honestly, I was really high on my list. Probably not that crazy, but like educational wise, I've never been that educated. Like that. That was so cool. I will not stop gushing about that scene. That's definitely one of my favorite scenes in all of video gaming. I don't care. It was so well done. Gravity Falls is one of the best cartoons in the last however many years. Yeah, I really need to get around to watching it because I know so many people loved it. And I do really like the art style a lot. I'll do it eventually, I swear. After my million other anime that I need to watch. Peanut pauses for a moment, seemingly frozen in place. Then she shivers suddenly.
Ooh, brr. You just gave me a shiver down my back. I'm lame. Ignore me. Hey, I'm going to give you a
Okay.
freebie here because I want to answer this
Scene we
question.
could not
so
see.
it's your lucky day.
What was it? It was just the swimsuit, yeah, but I'm trying to be extra PC. Especially because this game does have a DLC. I don't want to take any chances, but no, it wasn't that bad, but it was... I felt it was bad.
So, easily, the naughtiest thing I've done in public is
All
strip
right,
naked
and
in the
then- and then
library
this
take
happens.
sexy photos for a stranger I just met.
Okay.
Did I shock you? Huh? Was that answer just totally wild and crazy and
mean-
unexpected?
That's pretty crazy. That is pretty wild. You definitely win that if we're competing. You 100% win. That is insane, Peanut.
Well, I hope it was a little at least.
We have ads
It's basically
soon.
the craziest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. Craziest thing? That is definitely a reasonable craziest thing you've ever done. I hope nothing was crazier than that. That's insane, Peanut. Oh my goodness. All right. So there's ads starting soon. I'm going to actually take a bathroom break during that, and we will come back when it's done. So got a couple more seconds. Let's ask a few more
At
questions.
any moment, if the librarian had decided to drop by, they would have gotten a nice view of my
Oh my gosh.
dessert.
I know. This is... Wait, so what? Okay. I'm so confused. I'm going to let you wait on what I'm freaking out about until after I get back from my bathroom break and the ad break. But I think I think this is a reference to Crush Crush. All right, the ads are starting now. I will see you guys in a couple minutes. Have fun. All right, welcome back everyone from ads. I hope you had something fun to watch, something interesting, all that fun stuff. We're back. Let's see what you guys were up to while I was gone talking about Peanut. What do you mean? She is she is absolutely a keeper. How dare you retract that statement? You can never. Yeah, that was crazy. All right, so here's what I'm saying. But this still throws it out of line, which means that this is probably not a prequel or a sequel. It probably just is a parallel universe game. But so how Crush Crush works is you have your main girls that you can. It's an idol game. So you have the main girls you meet. You do something bad, and then you basically buy them gifts, go on dates as apologies until they like you, and then date you and all that other stuff, right? And there's a bunch of different girls. So that's the main section. But there's another section called texts where they can text you, but it's other random people. And Peanut is the first girl that ever texts you. I think it's literally just a random number, and she just starts texting you out of nowhere, and you get to know her. For texting, after X amount of messages, they will just send you pictures which relate to whatever kind of text convo you're having. And this is the last picture, or the second to last picture. She does this in the it's obviously not NSFW. It's safe for work because the game's on the Google Play Store. It's not that, but this is that picture. She took the picture for the stranger on the phone, which is us, the main character of Crush Crush. Have to download the DLC? No, you can't. No. But no, in Crush Crush, when you're texting her, her second to last picture is her getting frisky in a library. And she's worried about the librarian catching her, and she sends it to a stranger. For a stranger I just met. Yeah, no. Because, yeah, she just randomly texted our number. So we were the stranger. Whoa. Now that is a deep cut. It's not a deep cut. It's literally the first thing. Randomly sending pics. To be fair, there was a lot of conversation. It was still a stranger, don't get me wrong. But there was a lot of conversation and other pics before that were just normal conversations, you know? It took a lot to get to that point. So don't get the idea that it was just two texts. Hey, here's a pic. It was like a lot of convos, a couple of pictures, and a good friendship before that happened. Makes a bit more sense. Well, you are sort of pseudo dating. It's like, like when you were in high school or whatever, and there's like someone you liked, and it's like you kind of say you're dating, but you're just like texting each other, that's kind of the relationship level of them. At that point, at the very end, you actually do meet up, and then she becomes a real character, and you actually go on real dates and all that other fun stuff. But you've never done that? You never had like someone you talked to in high school, and then your relationship is just like kind of maybe, well, okay. I went to a Catholic school, so there is that. So dates didn't really exist. But your dates were just, you go to school and sometimes you text online, and that's girlfriend status. In at least the school I went to. Or maybe that was just my level. So I wasn't really anything. But yeah, that was their relationship level. So it wasn't... They're definitely playing this up to sound insane. It's still insane, though. I'm not giving her a pass. That's still crazy. But as the knower, as the keeper of the Crush Crush lore, that was actually that was cool. That wasn't just, haha, look at this silly thing. It was actually a cut to something else. But that throws everything out of whack. Because that happened... Obviously, she had her sweater during that time. So I'm now wondering... I mean, this is a parallel universe. Everything could have just happened out of order. Or maybe the sweater that got destroyed was the same color or whatever. I don't know. But I feel like she would have mentioned that. God, why is there so much, lore? There's so much lore in this game. I'm having a great time.
Gosh, I hope this doesn't sound too over the top or weird or anything.
You've already gone insane. Guys, yes! Sounds quite like the phone fling. That's what the text section is called. They're called phone flings. Okay, it is literally a reference to that. Okay. I'm so smart, guys. I am so smart. Or I'm just really sad and I play too many video games. Oh, man. I mean, I called it, though. She was the first Crush Crush phone thing. Yes. See, the guy who wrote this guide, we're on the same page. Maybe I wrote this guide.
Oh,
I wrote it in the
was.
future.
Afterward, I felt like I had this secret other life.
She did. Wow. Okay, this is just a big reference to the phone fling.
No one knew there was this wild, reckless girl walking around among them.
Yeah.
It was actually a real turn on, having this naughty secret.
So this is just like her just being open and honest about how she felt about the phone fling. So that's cool.
So, all in all, it was a fun, sexy, naughty thing that I will probably never do again.
I don't think she does, because in the game, after the 6 photos and like the huge conversation, you do meet in real life, go on a real date, and then you have an actual relationship blossom out of that.
Okay, it's your turn to ask a
See,
question.
that implies
And
that
actually,
happened
I'm gonna
before
do this a bit
this.
differently.
So either they broke up with Marshmallow, who Marshmallow is the pet name of the main character in Crush Crush. So maybe he died. Maybe he died. No, there's no way.
Why don't you ask a couple questions and then I'll ask a few?
Like I said,
That
I
way,
don't think
you
this
have
is
more time
supposed to
think
fit
up
into
some
any
interesting
lore. I think they're
options.
all just references, but this would be fun to just sit through and try to piece together the worlds and the story to see how it would work. Because some of this could happen, because there is time traveling. There are aliens, there are time travel, there's time traveling, there is parallel universes. So honestly, that would be the easiest explanation to say it's a parallel universe, but like there is a theoretical way to make all of these games fit into the same continuity. I think it would be cool. Like there's a lot of types of characters in this game.
Okay, go. Ask me anything.
All right. So we do all these choices here. So let's start with what's your number one fantasy right now?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. And the answer is actually the first one that comes to mind is kind of embarrassing.
All right. Please don't, whatever this is, please don't get me started on another like 20-minute tangent about just to show how sad my life is.
Whoops. I
Should have been
sort of walked
taking
into
notes,
this one.
maybe.
Should I tell you?
And yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you. But you can't make fun of me.
Is it wearing just a sweater in front of a fire?
So, there's this couple that has a dorm room next to mine.
I don't like where this is going, Peanut. I really don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going, but go on.
And see, the thing is, there's this flaw in the way that our walls are made. There's basically no sound barrier between us.
Why is it always sus when I get here? To be fair, Ice, this has been probably the most sus episode yet. This has been a lot. They are really, really trying to ham this up at the end where they're like, hey, you should buy the DLC. I'm like, no.
And at night, when they, it feels like they're right there, in the bed, next to me.
All right, Peanut, you need to chill.
It's honestly really intense.
It's always
and
when you guys get
sometimes
here. When you
I've-
guys aren't here, this game is really good and it's really thought-provoking. Well, not thought-provoking, but it's very emotional. And then when you guys show up... Oh, man. All right, what am I supposed to say? The rest can have any answer. Fantasy sounds like you're in one of those... Wait, what? Oh, shoot, it changed again. Thought-provoking. Yeah, no, that's definitely not the right... Well, honestly, there are a lot of moments, like especially with Quill, where you really get to think about how she works. Or honestly, you missed it, Ice. We had a whole thing about the inflation, and Team says if you do the math that this takes place technically about 2040 if you include inflation. So we had a couple thought-provoking moments in this, so it has its moments. You're cute. Number one fantasy overhearing. I've seen this before in a movie. All right, but that's not... Sounds like you're one of those... Which one am I supposed to do? It's not in the guide here. So... The rest can have any answer? I don't know. I feel like... I'm going to make a save here. Call this fantasy... Because there's an answer for it, but I don't have that answer. So I'll just say I seen it in a movie because that's similar.
I wish.
And if I
Well,
can't win
I
off of
sorta
this, I'll have to
wish.
go back.
There are a lot of people hooking up on campus. And not just students. The teachers, too.
I'm gonna explode. Although, if you want to really think about it, that's also a reference. There is a teacher
That was a good start. What
who
else
is
you got?
Peanut's teacher. Preferences.
Oh, well. So, first off, that's not fair.
How is that not fair? Is that not part of the rules?
That's 3 questions in one.
That
Did
is
you
true,
not think
okay.
I would notice? Did you think the science nerd wouldn't detect mathematical shenanigans like that?
I suppose I should have seen that.
But all right. I can respect the hustle, and I did invite you to ask me anything you want. But I wasn't really ready for a lightning round like that. So, give me a second to recover.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, here goes. Bottom. Not even a power bottom. Take me, make me, tie me. Likewise,
Yeah, we're skipping that one.
sub.
We're
Kinda
skipping
dig
that
the
line
hole.
right
At
now.
your mercy stuff.
We're skipping that line immediately. I'm not gonna let you finish that sentence, Peanut.
Can't speak from experience. Can only confess what has given me the honey glow when I imagine it. And front door. Front door for sure.
All right, I think
Though,
no.
maybe, yeah. That's the
Alright.
spirit of a starship captain, to explore strange new worlds.
Guys, I know this is a bad time. Starship Captain, it's another reference to Crush Crush. How do they fit so many references in something that does not need any references? Why do they need to put references in all of the sections? Like this, I feel like out of all the sections, they should have left this one alone. But they're like, no, we gotta fit this in.
Let me label that last one curious. Always
Oh
curious.
my gosh.
I'm a curious gal.
All right, so I'm supposed to say I have no special talents. I'm only passionately curious. That's kind of a fire line, though. I have no special talents. I'm only passionately curious. That is kind of awesome. I will never say that out loud or to someone, but that is awesome.
Did you just quote Einstein on purpose?
Oh. Because it's an Einstein quote. Guys, Einstein was a player, apparently. Okay, maybe I will say that then.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome. That's interesting, yeah. Because obviously we're in the mindset of sus, but I suppose that technically has no... There's nothing... Yeah, that actually, there's really nothing special or sus about that. That, yeah, if you think about that actually through the lens of normal, that's actually still a really cool line. Okay, that makes so much more sense.
Oh, take me. I'm yours. You are
Okay.
remarkably good at this.
Gotta tell me about your man Cal Kestis one of these days. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Well, hey, depending on what, I'm gonna have to set up a vote. I'll probably put it in the Discord and link it to Twitter or something. I'm gonna have you vote because Star Wars Day is this Sunday. I'm gonna build a Lego set on Saturday. I'm gonna have you guys vote between the Star Destroyer and the Onyx Cinder on which one I'm gonna buy, and then we'll build it on stream. And then if you get the Star Destroyer, it comes with the Cal Kestis, and I can explain all about him without spoilers because it's I don't want to spoil it. It's so good. It's so good.
Next question.
All right. Rest can have any answer. So, you and I have flirted, but how do you really feel about me?
Oh boy, here we go.
Peanut gets a long stare for a moment as she silently grimaces to herself. She reaches for a glass of water and chugs it like a glass of hard liquor and places it back on its coaster with enough force for a glass of... force the glass goes clump. It's water, Peanut. You're not drunk.
Okay, here's the truth.
Okay.
I like you so much. So much, in fact, it's really hard for me to explain.
See, it's wholesome, guys. This is wholesome.
See, I don't really believe in love at first sight or casual hookups or really much of the world of dating.
I don't know. It didn't sound like that from what you were telling me, but...
It's really rare that I'll find myself just sitting and thinking about someone. Thinking about not just their eyes or their looks or their smile, but the things they say, the things they laugh at, the things they do that they're probably not even aware of. Basically, from the day I met you, I've thought about you every day.
All right, can we also give a moment to like have huge props to this voice actor? All the voice actor in this game are really good. But dude, Peanut is just killing it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look her up. She has been absolutely destroying this. I have not doubted this character from the moment I met her. Like, this voice actor has been just incredible. They are so good.
I've thought about things we've talked about, things we've done together, things you've done for me. And I almost don't have words to describe the way you make me feel. You're
Oops, sorry.
so special to me. Even though we've only known each other for a few weeks, I feel like we've known each other forever. I find myself wanting to just be with you, talk to you, be silly with you, touch you, kiss you, and, well, I think you know.
I do know. I think we've known this whole time. And chat has been also knowing.
But I have this terrible doubt in the back of my mind that, while yes, you are amazing and charming, and so completely overwhelming, that I've sort of forced myself into your life. Maybe you're amazing with everyone.
I can't look at this roster. I can't really disagree with that. However, you did not force yourself into my life. I paid $10 to force you into my life. So, if anyone, I'm the weird one.
So, the truth is, I'm really deeply infatuated with you. I dream about you. I fantasize about you. I practice conversations before we have them.
Bro. Speaking about going back to high school, the amount of times that I've practiced conversation. And I'm not just talking about when I was in the musical. Obviously, that doesn't count. You're allowed to practice those conversations. But no, I've definitely had a lot of mirror conversations before.
And that's a lot. Way too much to
I still do
complicate
it.
your
Who am I
life with,
kidding? I still do
imagine.
that for some people.
I don't want you to feel
Not
like
every
I'm a
conversation.
situation you need to deal with. I just want to spend as much time together as we can, doing whatever brings you happiness or more.
Bro, she better come home with me at this point. All the other dates have ended with, oh, you're going home. It was fun, but I'll miss you. And then you break up. Peanut, at this point, bro, she's got to come home with me, right? There's no way. I mean, she's going back to college, but like, there's no way we're breaking up, right? This is a crazy. I really don't want her to leave. Maybe I'll just stay here forever. Quit my job, live here.
I have no idea how to segue away from this very awkward silence about to descend on us. Please say something quickly.
Oh, man. So you like me. We could say whatever we want. Did you feel like I've got a spell on you? Got you fooled. Time to sell you some crypto products. Good line. Good line. No, we're saying you like me.
Yes, I definitely like you. I think about your sexy butt all day.
You know what? When Eli said that to me, I burst out laughing and screamed because that was so hilarious. But for some reason, when Peanut says it, I don't feel that. I just feel loved. I just feel loved when she says that. So, thank you, Eli, for making me laugh so hard. But I think Peanut wins. She actually made me appreciate that comment and not laugh at the absurdity.
I can see this all comes as a shock.
Not really.
Anything else?
I think you should ask a question now.
Okay, I guess I should.
I suppose so. That is like half of the game, right? Peanut clears her throat, but does not immediately speak. Instead, she gets a troubled look, sighing and rubbing her eyes for a moment.
Sorry, I'm not very good at these kinds of games in general.
As well, despite the sus of this game. Yeah, I know. Peanut is so good. I know they know what they did when they made her DLC. They knew what they were doing. Like, they knew what they were doing, and like they actually knew what they were doing. Like, in both ways. If that makes any sense.
But in this case, I mostly wanted to hear you talk, to answer your questions, to make you happy. I can't really think of more questions because... Give me one more sec.
Okay. Peanut goes quiet, her expression becoming suddenly distant. She pauses, closing her eyes, seemingly quite in quiet turmoil. When she opens them again, they dart back and forth, staring in the distance, showing that her thoughts are racing. Finally, after a very long pause, she gets sad expression. Her voice sinks with apprehension.
Okay. There's something I would like to talk to you about that's
Oh.
been bothering me.
All right, let's just do that. Oh wait, no, you guys are fine. Okay, it's all right. Actually, me having the PNG tuber here makes it look worse than it is. There's literally nothing behind me. I do promise that. That positioning looks really bad, but there is nothing back there. That's just very unfortunate placement of my PNG tuber. Very unfortunate placement. In fact, I'm so confident I will just move him to the other side. It's because otherwise it's going to look pretty bad. You guys don't need to read it anyway, so. Man, I'm working so hard with this game.
Something that...
Did I hurt you in some way?
What? No! Gosh, no!
Yo, this is the longest date ever, too. Like, this has been longer than all of the other dates I've been on with any of the main girls.
Just the opposite. You've kind of hurt me so good. If that makes sense. I'll explain.
Okay.
The thing is, look, I need to apologize for something I did. I feel really weird about
Putting
it,
it back.
and I don't want to hurt or confuse you.
Okay. For a moment, you want to make a joke about her breaking your watch on purpose. But the way her eyes shimmer with heartfelt sorry, you let her speak uninterrupted.
The night we went and looked at the stars.
And had the best explanation of general relativity the world has ever seen. Go on.
I did something I never do. Could never have imagined doing.
What, explain general I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna shut up.
And I'm worried I may have changed things between us. In a bad way.
What do you mean? I'm more interested in the theory of relativity than ever. Because of you.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I seem to recall mostly stuff I did to do. No, we didn't. We honestly didn't do anything. This isn't the DLC. Nothing happened. I mean, stuff happened, but it was educational.
Oh, yes, you did. And it was incredible.
Let's go.
I've never...
I don't know why I said that. Line? 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 Whoops. I've never had someone make me feel that. Just from kissing and touching. Wait, what? Do I have to pay more money? Do I have to pay more money for this? What? I'm confused. My world, I enjoyed it immensely. That makes two of us.
Well, that's a bit of a relief.
That was weird. Now I'm trying to think, is that just a genuine accident or is that like part of the game? Probably not.
I barely even got to get started returning the favor before that stupid cop showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I just realized I never thought I would ever say a sentence like that.
What, because of the cop? The cop had nothing to do with it. And she stopped it.
Good for me, I guess. Anyway, distracted. I need to say this before I let myself forget to.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I came on to you so strong that night.
Bro, I've been waiting since the moment I met you. I am 100% down with that. I was waiting for that. Also, like I'm saying, that how would that not work on anyone though? I'm just telling you, you got to listen to this girl explain general relativity. It's life-changing. It opened my perspective to science and math and how I look at the world, period.
I'm sorry I got so physical so fast. I'm sorry if I acted in a way that surprised or disappointed you.
To be fair, in all seriousness, all jokes aside, I think this is a fantastic conversation to have with someone if you've ever been in a relationship that got physical like this. If there are any doubts, or even if there aren't any doubts, I think this is a fantastic, like if there was no planning beforehand and it just kind of happened, this is an incredible conversation to have after that, just to make sure that everything was fine. So all jokes aside about general relativity and that crap, Peanut is doing like a phenomenal, like this is fantastic. This is great. Obviously, us, the main character, we didn't care about that, but the fact that she even had the slightest doubt that it might have made us uncomfortable and she brings it up, that is incredible communication on Peanut.
I have an explanation if you want to hear it.
I don't think you need an explanation, but I want to hear it. Peanut, we're cool. You read my feelings correctly. It was awesome.
Really?
I wonder if you could have asked for an explanation there. I was just following the guide.
Because I feel like I just dropped a bomb on you from out of nowhere and maybe ruined a friendship.
She's definitely reading this completely wrong.
All because I got wrapped up in my feelings without considering yours.
Oh, okay. I see.
See, the thing is, over the last few weeks, the more time we've spent together, I realized that my feelings for you were getting more and more intense.
Okay.
Like, I went from acquaintance to bestie to crush to full-on intense mexi desire insanely fast.
She's missing lover, but that's pretty much that's the pipeline in Crush Crush. It goes enemy, frenemy, acquaintance, bestie, crush, lover. I think I might be missing one.
But because we were doing the whole friend thing,
Or
I didn't
enemy
want to do or say
nuisance.
anything that might,
Then
wreck things.
acquaintance. I mean, you did call me friend multiple times, so
The more time we spent together, though, I started being unable to hide my feelings. I started thinking about you all the time. I started hoping and dreaming and fantasizing.
I mean, this is a crazy confession because, like, we've already, like, I guess, you know what? No, I take it back. This is also a really healthy thing to do. Don't just assume because you got intimate and physical with someone that means you are dating them. Even though we have, hugged and kissed and done a fair amount of stuff, we never made it official. So it is important to communicate. So Peanut's kind of on fire right
well,
now.
here's the truth.
Like I said, this game is really, really good writing. For no reason.
I'm terrible at starting relationships.
No, I think you're great. You actually did a fantastic job starting this one.
I am the most clueless, oblivious, socially awkward person ever. Half the time, I don't know when people are flirting with me. 90% of the time, I don't realize that they think I'm flirting with them.
I got that impression from her, but I guess since she was actually interested in me, she was genuinely flirting. But I really did think she was like that she didn't know that she was doing that. But I guess she did.
And in the past, I've missed out a couple times on a couple people I didn't make my feelings clear for.
Trying to think, I don't think that's to be fair, I have not completed Peanut's story in Crush Crush, so maybe I don't think that's how it ends though, because in Crush Crush they always end happily because it's the point of the game. So I don't know, probably not Marshmallow.
And I swore I would not do that this time.
No.
I promised myself that I would be bold, that I would share my feelings, be aggressive, and let the person I was crushing on know that I wanted them to do things to my body.
Crush. She said crushing. That's close enough.
And do things to their sexy body.
Thank you.
And
period.
And I'm just no good at any of that.
I mean, you got your point across. The one time you told yourself be confident, it worked. Like, it worked. I'm into you, so.
After the date was over, I realized that I may have come across as selfish. Or worse, a catfish. Is that the word?
I don't know if what you were doing would be catfishy. I don't think so. No, because you were just. I mean, you were hitting on me, but I don't think you were doing it for any personal gain. Unless you consider being selfish catfishing, because I don't think that is,
Maybe
though.
you liked regular peanut. Maybe I messed things
I
up.
like all peanuts. Whatever peanut you are, that's the one I like.
And I've been so worried about it ever since.
Thank you for the hydration, team. I'm needing it. Not like that. I'm just genuine. I've been talking a lot. Thank you.
So, was I right? Did I mess up? And if I did, do you forgive me?
Her eyes shimmer with intense nervousness as she awaits a reply. Yeah, there we go. I called it. Bro, I am the main character. I literally said this. I like every version of Peanut. They're all the best.
That's amazing. Thank you.
She shifts over next to you and hugs you.
I like you too.
Peanut gazes outside. From the looks of it, the storm has let up a little. Peanut gets up and touches the shirt and shorts laid by the fire to dry.
These are actually just about dry. Nice.
She returns and sits down beside you, curling into your side a bit.
Well, I came over here to try and make you feel better. But you've sort of just made me feel better. Which I guess shouldn't be much of a surprise.
We made each other feel better. Making you feel better makes me feel better, so there's that.
You're a special person. Mathematically improbable, 1 in a billion. Maybe someday, I'll make you feel a fraction of the joy you've made me feel.
Peanut, you don't understand how happy you make me.
You sexy goof.
That is a crazy compliment. And I love it. You sexy goof. That is awesome. Peanut allows herself to be close to you. Long moment pass in flicker of firelight.
I should probably go now. I'm keeping you from sleep. The storm has died down a bit. Definitely should take the chance. Thank you. Once more.
Kisses you softly on the lips.
You're incredible.
Whoa. Some ASMR? You guys want some ASMR?
You're incredible.
You want that louder?
You're incredible.
There you go. Here's your ASMR for the day. That was awesome. We'll kiss her. Make it a redeem. What? The you're incredible redeem? I can do that. I can do that. Let me just get a quick. Just gonna get a quick clip of this real quick.
You're incredible.
All right, we'll clip that later. I'll make that into a redeem. All right. I don't know if that's what you were asking for, Ice, but that's what you're getting. All right, we're going to kiss her. Obviously. Let's go! I'm so good at this game. It'd be an incredible redeem. Good one. He reached for her, her eyes widen in surprise and excitement. You start to kiss her, your lips find hers, and she draws her bottom lip into your mouth. Climbs into your lap, hoisting herself slightly over, drawing your back to kissing her. For a brief, thrilling moment, you are aware your own clothes separate you. It's so well written. I don't want to skip it, but I feel like I have to, because it's really well written. Trace the path of the shoulder blades, causing her to lean forward.
Kiss me.
I'm already doing that. I'm way ahead of you, Peanut. I'm way ahead of you. I've been working on it. This isn't like... Alright. What is happening? I mean, I was allowed to buy this. The power comes back on! Yay! You hear the electronic whine of a dozen devices coming back to life. The microwave, in particular, gives you an obnoxious twine as it powers back on. You and Peanut smile at each other, boob pressed against your face. Her hand caught midway through your hair.
Busted.
Busted? Yeah, by who?
Probably a good time to go, though.
I suppose.
Before a disaster happens.
Yeah, before I get banned on Twitch. Peanut quietly gathers her clothes and disappears into the bathroom. She returns the clothes again, but she appears she claimed your sweater.
I'm going to steal this.
You should put your clothes on at least underneath it, right?
At least for now.
You can keep it forever.
It guarantees that you'll need to see me at least once more before you skip town.
Damn.
Good night, my love.
I'm gonna cry, man. I'm gonna freaking cry. Oh, man, that hit the spot. I'm gonna...
My lovely, sexy, amazing friend.
Of course you had... Oh, man, you had... Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna explode. I'm going to explode, Peanut. I don't know what to do. I don't know, man. Come on, man. I was all the way at the top, and you brought me crashing down to the ground. I was feeling like the greatest human alive, and you crushed my face into the ground. Crushed my face into the pavement. Wow. Who's the lovely, sexy friend? Apparently me. I'm just a friend. I can't believe I was friend zoned. Kisses you once more, then she's gone. You go to bed. In a short while, the glow of her has largely gone from you, and the very serious problem of the world whispers back at your mind once more. But you fall asleep nonetheless to the memory of Peanut curling up beside you, channeling all of her love and warmth and desire into you. And it's enough for now. That was incredible. Wow. That was really good. Definitely, obviously there was a lot of sus, but that was really, really good. That was really well done. Definitely my favorite date of all of them. Who says can't you be your partner and your friend? I suppose, but you don't just say my love and then say my lovely friend. You're just like, oh, come on, man. Like if she just said my lovely friend, that would have been fine. But it's the fact that she said my love and then said my lovely sexy friend. I'm like, oh, down bad, cataclysmically. Already betrayed us once. No, twice. This is the third time that she's done that. All right, here we are. The last week, guys. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to finish. We'll do 27th. But finish the fight. I'm only going to... Let's read this here. This is endgame. Maybe we will. You know what? Fluffy, if you're still here, I'm not lying. This is the end. I think we'll just... Let me read this before I promise anything. July 27th to the 31st. All right, everyone, endgame. You only have one event per day, one night activity, which don't matter anymore. Use the 5th date on all the respected girls. You will win. Doesn't matter what you do at night, since you have all the money and skills. I will see you again on the 31st. Okay. So... Give us the Lotus DLC? God, if only. It's coming down. We have Mio's date. Queen Bee. Yeah, so there they closed the store for the weather. All right, let's see what Peanut has to say. Hey, it's Peanut. Last night was one of the most incredible nights of my life. I can't even begin to describe in words how I feel about you. But I can tell there is something troubling you. It feels maybe you have some difficult things you need to sort out. Just know that I'm here for you, and I'm rooting for you, and, well, I know whatever it is, you can do it. Go get him, Tiger? Oh. It's not a reference to Crush Crush, but a reference to the greatest Spider-Man movie. Oh, they're all Spider-Man. Just Spider-Man. Just Spider-Man. Hugs and kisses. That was cute. Okay. Maybe we can finish this. I'm going to try, because we have one date per day. None of the events matter. There are no more Peanut dates. There is Peanut stuff, but there's no Peanut dates right now. So we just gotta go to the date 5s. So this is date 5 Mio. And we'll be able to just skip through all this here because I've done all of this. So we might be able to skip to the end here. Oh, it's an eraser. You've come to the right part. You've come to the end of the game. Supposedly. How are you doing? You didn't miss anything. Don't listen to whatever Team and Ice tell you. They're just lying to make you think I'm a bad person. It's fine. No, Ice, you're not supposed to say that. No, it was pretty rough, but it was really, really good. It was really well written. Gaslighting us, listen. It's such a fun game, though. This game is really good. I can't recommend, if you want to stay fully family friendly, recommend playing this on stream.
Tell that.
But It is really, really good.
What?
All right. But right now we're dating Mio. And we are skipping through all of this because we've done this before. Last secret. We're cool. Found all of her secrets. Let's read her secrets because I didn't get all the secrets. Let's see how sad this is going to be. Last secret. Secret 5. Bartender and a prize counter employee at the arcade seems laid back, fun, luggy. Oh, wait. Mio said that she's meeting her stalker at the arcade. Yeah. All right. So this is the one where if Mio dies, she gets stuffed into an animatronic suit. And it's supposed to be really creepy and really horrifying. But because it's a Five Nights at Freddy's reference, it's just really funny. It's really funny. I guess since you're here, I'll give you a quick run up. So Mio has a stalker and she's also a live streamer. And if you don't do this right, the live streamer or the stalker will kidnap her. And yeah, he's a yandere. So, you know, trauma and stuff. Pay more attention to what you're playing. Yeah, this is out of all the games to skip, I don't know, because it's a really good game. I know it's sus, but it's really good. I don't know. I'm at a crossroads. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's go with you.
No.
So this is where we have to stop her from going to the arcade or else she dies. Any choice, just make sure you choose to meet the stalker right away. Yes. And then any choice, it's the only option. Oh, now I can do all of them. Okay. Do all of these. I guess I didn't need to do all of that. Kind of listen to tone and lyric. Hey, no worries. I do that a lot too, especially when I'm working on stuff. Any choice, it's the only option. Listen, I can't explain. Wait, what? I need to go. I'll be back very soon. Did I do this right? Have everyone at 1% volume? No, I only do that when I'm in VC with you guys. Otherwise, I have it up because I usually don't watch more than like 1 or 2 streamers at the same time because that is sensory overload. But no, I only do that when I'm in VC because then I need to hear you guys. Now that's too much simulation. So now we're calling the police to go take care of the stalker.
Yes.
Any choice?
Don't get off.
And then we go.
Okay.
They arrest the stalker. And we say, got it. And we go back and the date's back on, baby. Like nothing happened. We just put the stalker who's going to kill her behind bars. And I'm ready to go right back at it again. It's that easy. Everything turned out fine. Your stalker's in prison and, you know, don't worry about it. It's fun. The second option. Why would you play a video game like this? All right, I can't really talk about that, but man said something funny in the guide. Let's play, let's play dating sim. And we had a beautiful night. Nice. Yeah, so we only get to do 1 of these per day, so let's just keep making bank until the game ends. Saji, this is Chief. We have to go talk. So this is Iro's dad. This is where we learn about, God, you are getting the big trauma dump, Eraser, and none of the actual fun stuff. This is where we find out that Iro, her mom died and she blames her dad for not being fast enough to save her life. But this is where we find out, she died because she was trying to save Iro and she died trying to save her daughter. So that's fun. Isn't that right? All right, so let me just get here. We got ads soon, but I'm not going to really pause because we just have a lot of crap to get through here. Yeah, no, there's a lot of death in this game. I mean, it's literally called Hush Hush, only your love can save them. And if you don't do it right, the girls literally die. So, I mean, yes, there is a lot of death in this game. But to be honest, except for the actual like game over death, like you messed up, you didn't get enough secrets, then they die. That is really depressing. But besides that, all of the death is very comical, and it's played for laughs. So it is not a serious game. The only thing that's serious in this game is like the actual final death if you really screw up the story, or the actual, you know, the problems and the mental problems and trauma that the characters go through. But besides that, it's a very silly game. All right, ads are started. I hope they're fun. You're not going to miss much. I'm just skipping through all of these that I've done before. So I shall see you soon if you're not already in an ad. All right, any choice? Any choice? It was her fault. Got another secret. It was her mom's fault. You gain her 5th secret, but it doesn't inform you since you are able to get... Okay. So that gives us a secret, but it doesn't actually tell us. Oh, okay, it doesn't fully confirm it. Okay, I see. We go, yes, of course. And then we go, any choice besides the 3rd one. I'll do my best.
I trust.
Hey.
Yeah, this is some sad parts. I don't want to... This is where you literally have to tell her, no, it's like she died saving you. And it I mean, reasonably, it really messes with her. So this is not a fun part of the game. This part also messed me up. Not as bad as the Cassie one. But yeah, that was a rough.
Oh wow.
And no one stopped her. What happened next?
This is where it's...
Yeah, actually, I don't think we tell her, but we basically have to get her to realize it. It's really sad. Nobody stopped you.
I remember holding on to a life. I remember.
Yep. There we go. And this is where she realizes it. She's like, oh my god.
No, I did.
Mm-hmm. Tell me the rest. Yeah, it's but then we have to tell her it wasn't her fault, because I mean it wasn't. Goodwill Hunting, it's not your fault. Oh man, oh, I just got that reference. That makes it even sadder. This is a reference to Goodwill Hunting. Man. Thank you, Mr. Guide Man. I've been on the same page as you. And now he's just making me feel even worse.
Yes,
Yeesh. Yep. You saved Iro without getting hurt. I guess she would have punched me or something. I think that's what happened. Don't blame yourself, yeah.
I guess I was...
But yeah, no, this is like, I mean, it had to happen because she blamed her father for this the whole time, and it really wasn't his fault. So it was necessary. Because now she does have a better relationship with her father, but it's still sad. The only thing I don't like is that all of these, and granted, that's just because that's how the game works. It's a dating sim, all right, as well as a really good story. But all of these emotional things end up with romance, and I'm like, yeah, probably shouldn't end this conversation with a kiss, you know?
Thank you.
Not the best, but it is what it is. It has to be done, and they're not egregious, so. Like that one, even in the DLC, that's all that is. All right, it's L time. Welcome back from ads. You didn't miss anything. At least you didn't miss anything happy. You only missed some sad stuff. But not stuff that I'm really going to get into right now. Now we need to go on L's 5th date. Should be able to finish this up here. I think we are going to run a little bit late, but all right. So this is where we go to Elle's house, and I might pause a little bit and actually pay attention, because I want to know if having the Peanut DLC unlocks anything about Dorian. Because he does, in this ending, you find out that Dorian knows about the goddesses. So he is aware. But basically all we do here is We just help Elle take a bath because she has narcolepsy, so we make sure she doesn't, you need to make sure that she doesn't, you know, fall asleep and hurt herself, so we're just helping her. But here's Dorian, and we're hiding, because if he finds us in here, he'll be like, "You're dating my sister, I'm gonna kill you." Yeah, no, this is crazy, but this is, you know, actually, I don't want to talk about this. This is really sad. I don't want to explain this, okay? We're gonna signal her to stand up for herself, and we are going to say this. This is where I need to pay attention here. When you speak the words, Dorian has moved and grabbed the face.
What? What did you say?
Dorian needs to be in jail. Oh, 100%. He is definitely a horrible human being.
Dorian, no!
Drops the vase, looks at me with terror. So, yeah. They sent you. So he does know. He does know. What does it say? What does it say? Not only is Dorian obsessed with Elle, but he knows about the goddesses. You are supposed to stop him from hurting Elle, but how shall you deal with him? I want to know, how does he know about the goddesses? Because he killed the guy who came before me. I know that. Looks around in panic, crashes. Leaps onto the tree. Bro runs away. He's what a gremlin. All right, he just.
I can't believe I never thought he would do something like hurting me. He's so much worse than.
He is worse. All right, we're supposed to. Oh, we're not supposed to kiss her. We're supposed to say, "I love you too." Look at that character growth. Not really. Just, I think that would have been too crazy to kiss her. Even Hush Hush is like, yeah, no, you can't kiss a girl after that kind of experience. Very good job, Hush Hush. They showed some restraint. All right, so now it's Cassie's turn. Cassie's date's pretty good. Cassie. There she is. Oh, I remember this. This was so cool. I'm hungry. It's where she takes us up to her room, and it's not like a weird thing. It's like really important because she's so like, I think this is the room that like her mom figure had for her, and it was, oh man.
What?
When she brings people to her room, it's like super, super important to her. All right, let's see. How often do you get pizza? What's random wooden pallets? Junk on your desk. You're really excited to buy me dinner. Did I miss something?
Well, yeah.
All right, how much do you owe? How much? Yeah, that's where we find out that she had to join the crime boss because she had to pay money for her. I'm just gonna call her mom. She was like an aunt or just a person, I think, but she's basically her mom. Yeah, so she needed money to pay for medical stuff, so she joined like the crime syndicate, and then she died anyway, and that's definitely not fun. She pays $86,000. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That's easy, dude. That's nothing. I mean, that's like a lot. That is a lot of my money. But I can do it. I can bench press you. Why did I? Okay. Any choice. We'll figure it out. We can rub shoulders. Shoulder rub. I think, I don't know, what's shiatsu massage? That sounds cool. Pillow fight. Nice. All right, so here we go. Call for backup. And then Fumi literally just shuts down the whole operation. I have a secret, a very big, life-changing secret. Your boss is expecting me. Tell me where they are. Tell them I'm here. What? Is this? Okay, this might be new. I need to pay attention. She pulls the phone out, turns away, makes a call. She only says a few words and then hangs up.
Rosa Landsmark building.
Top floor.
He's expecting you.
You heard the back.
You head back outside your car and jump in. Just as you're pulling away, you see a dozen police cars screaming into the parking lot. You catch a glimpse of Detective Fumi. Interesting.
So when I played this game the first time, I called the cops and I told Liliana, you need to get out of here. The cops are going to be here. And then she took the chance to run away and start a new life. So this time we didn't. So we definitely unlocked something here, whether that's a DLC or not.
However, you sense you have one last loose end to tie up. A feline friend whose final secret, so you turn your car towards home.
Okay, well, we have one more. Let's make some more money. All right, Quill. Hey, storm is passing, which is good, because water falling from the sky is unnatural. Come say hi to me. A funny feeling I'm going to lose my phone, so I should go. Okay. All right. It's Quill time. I did this one, right? Yeah. This is where Quill, I think, leaves or something. He said, like, go say hi or go to the Sabrosa thing.
I'm not sure that I'm sure about anything.
Okay. Might be back in the future?
You should try to never let...
Okay. So, your friend, they were looking for girls to save just like me.
Yes, they told me that they had a dream
Yeah,
about
see?
Julie. They got really kissy-kissy with him and told him that a bunch of us were going to die.
Okay, okay. We're getting some lore here, guys. Quill revealed that her friend was sent by the goddesses caught in the same quest you've been. Okay.
So it was nice of him to come and try to make that not happen.
Yeah, I think I got that. Okay, let's see. Did your friend give you warm fuzzy feelings? It's the only option that allows for the A+. The other two determine if you get an A+. Really? Okay, so we have to say this then.
Not like you.
Whoa, good thing I skipped that line. That was crazy. I saw the last part of that line. Jesus, Quill. You need to calm down. All right. Any choice? Asking the rest of the questions do nothing for the date unless you want lore. I want to hear them.
This is my house.
This is my house.
Silly. This is my garden. Those are my birds. But don't tell them because they get grouchy.
Those are my birds. That's funny. Thought this belonged to your friend.
Oh no, you got it backwards. That's okay. I get things backwards all the time. It makes conversations more
That's
interesting.
crazy. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, this is Airbnb, whatever. No, this has been Quill's house the whole time. So we've been bunking with her.
But my friend was only staying here for a little while. I've been living here for a very long time. Since I was a kitten.
Okay.
This is fun. I feel like I know all the things.
Who was after you?
No. Though I knew he was someone you had seen a few times.
Okay.
Because sometimes you came home and smelled a little like him.
They got a good look at your face. You should be careful when you're being an outdoor kitty.
Oh, yes. I've already been practicing.
Yeah, 'cause I already know who it
hiding in
is.
bushes, just in case I need to in the future. What else do you want to know?
That's it. Are you absolutely sure you're a kitty?
Very sure.
Very sure.
Thank you for saving me.
I love how that's the only explanation she gets. I mean, if we got a more deeper explanation, it would probably end up being depressing. Who would have thought? But I just love that her only explanation for being a kitty is
Very sure.
very sure.
Very sure.
Very sure indeed.
It was very kind of you. I dubbed thee friend of all kitties from now until the end of your 9 lives.
9 lives.
Yay.
I only get 1
How
though.
much longer do you have?
Just kidding. I
until
have
you leave?
infinite lives because it's a visual novel. Flights in a couple of hours.
I just had a question for you.
What?
I just want to know if
Flips her a moment, stares up.
you would like to do that thing we did before. Do you wanna?
The head pats? Yeah. This remains the weirdest moment of my life. The second thing you need? For the A+? Really? Okay.
You're welcome.
Wait, why didn't I get any of these? You sit down. Okay. Oh, bro, that just gives you the full on. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a lot of people. And here we are, at last, the end of all things. I suspect one of us, however, shall have to pay the bill. Why don't you come by my house and we'll settle this? I know you are the destined one.
Oh, guys, I lied. This is gonna be the last stream. That's it. That's the end. That's the final boss fight. I found my phone, so I can say goodbye too. Thanks for all the tuna and petting me and stuff with my tail. I still get shivers when I think about it. Anyway, I hope we can see each other again someday. Maybe I'll help you become a kitty. That's all. Kitty love. Aw. I think I read all of these, so yeah, no, we read all these. They're cute little buys, and they just go on forever. And we don't respond. We do not respond because the main character is such a Chad. Look at this wall of text that he just reads and just does. I don't need to respond. The final Hush Hush content creator. No, there is someone else. There is a streamer, Maisie Noel, who has been slowly getting through it. And yeah, she's getting there. All right, so I don't. Oh wait, hold on. Let me scroll back up to 31st. So she will technically, whenever she decides to stream it again, she will be the final Hush Hush content creator. So finish the fight. Afternoon, first choice. Motivation. Okay. Finish the fight. I'm only gonna say the choice, but not what it says. You want to know, then reach this point because this is the final event. Okay, this is it. So let's make a save. I think I'm gonna use the final fight. All right, here we go. I'm still gonna use the guide, but the one thing I do like is that they didn't put any description. They just said which choice to pick for these. So I don't know what's coming. I can't even like look at the guide and guess. Okay, here we go. You drive into a landmark parking lot, nearly hydroplaning on the painted concrete, and screech into a spot at a reckless angle. There are no cars in the lot. All of the buildings appear to be closed down, still due to the storm. You jump out of your car. While the storm is passed from the coast, you nonetheless hear a distant roll of thunder further inland, as though to say the danger is not completely over. You run up to the glass doors, pull on the handle, they're locked. Just then you hear the voice come over a speaker system above you. You immediately see a security camera peering down at you. It's Dorian's voice you hear.
You're here. Good. We have things to settle.
Last 2 months ago, it wasn't Hush Hush. Yeah, no, it's been a while since she streamed. But she is still active in her Discord. So, she's definitely a more stream when friends are online thingy. But, she could. It could happen.
I'll let you in just a moment.
First choice. Dorian, don't do this. Just come down and turn yourself in.
I think we both know where this is going.
What, one of us is gonna die?
We two, racing towards destiny. I know why you're here. I know who sent you. But I need to make absolutely sure before we continue to the last stage of the game. So enter.
Alright.
You have some choices to make.
Alright. A door buzzer blares, and you pull the handle of the door. It opens. You race inside, and the door slams behind you. You make your way through the lobby. There's a massive reception area, signs leading to hundreds of offices. Stanley sat down at his desk. No, I'm kidding. Very different. Dorian's voice comes over the security comm again.
Take the executive elevator at the end of the foyer. Top floor. It's unlocked.
You do as he asks, finding an elevator with a sign that says no unauthorized entry. You step inside, and there's only one button for the floor selection. You press it and wait. A deep anxiety begins to creep in your throat. You briefly consider contacting the police, just in case things go sideways. Just as you check your phone, however, you see that the cell service is blocked entirely. You're alone. The elevator dings, and when the door opens, you immediately hear a voice call out in desperation.
Who's there? Is someone there? Please help!
Come on, man. Of course you did it to Bella. And after I thought she was just with him because she actually could handle him. Well, that one's on me, fellas.
Please? My boyfriend has gone crazy. Please, he's going to hurt us.
Us? He's got 'em all. You step out of the elevator and into a reception area. There's a large desk blocking entry to what looks like the doors to an executive office beyond. Unless maybe she's part of it? No, I think this is all on him. Laying on the floor are two women tied together. Oh, it's him and Elle. Wait, what? Alice? Wait, Alice? All right, Alice is the last person I was expecting to show up here. Is it because... What? Why is Alice here? And what is she wearing? What? Alice, what are you doing here? Huh? You recognize Cassie's friend in the gang. And Bella, Dorian's girlfriend, whom you met at Dorian's birthday. And one very interesting trip downtown. Bella is gasping in desperate fear, while Alice gives you a sad, slightly embarrassed wink.
Please help us. He tied us up. He's going to hurt us.
He probably will, and it's not great. What's down here? Just in a corner and some other stuff.
Hey, babe. Fancy running into you here.
Yeah, what the hell is going on? Alright, so it says motivation 60. Stay calm, I'll deal with Dorian.
Quickly, call the police before he comes back.
I don't think we can. Oh, look at that determined look. Okay, so Alice is definitely not having a good time. I thought maybe she was like, well, I'm captured. But no, that face is definitely like, yeah, no, I need to get out of here.
Hey, Bella, is it? Just stay calm.
How did you get here, Alice?
We're in good hands.
No, you're not. You're tied up. You're not in good hands. Just then the security comm cracks. Dorian's voice comes back.
And so, rival, you have arrived and seen my work.
What, you tied up two women? Good job, man.
I hope it goes without saying that your actions here will have consequences.
Oh, is it gonna be like save one or something like that?
Just how major will those consequences be? If indeed you were sent by destiny, then you should have nothing to worry about. Because if these two die, your quest will not be over, will it?
I guess, yeah, but that's still a crappy thing to do. Bella cries out in anguish when she hears Dorian say this. Alice nods sadly, but with a rueful smile.
No, please!
I mean, just because I'm on a quest doesn't mean I should let other people die. I was just on a quest to save these people. That doesn't mean I need to let other people die.
Neither of these are the ones you were charged with protecting, are they?
Yeah, but I'm still not a garbage human if I can try to protect them. Bro, what do you mean?
Or maybe you have no idea what I'm talking about. Maybe you're not my rival. Maybe you're nobody at all. But I want to be sure. So this is simple. Take the gun on the counter. Shoot one of the girls.
What the hell?
Then I'll let you into my office for a chat.
Bro, what if I just go into the chat?
Any attempt to do otherwise, and I'll make a quick phone call to one of my men.
You know, okay.
And Elle will die. Along with several other people I believe are important to you.
Alright, well this got dark. Okay.
The bartender at the arcade, that cute barista girl, the baker.
Bro, did you kidnap the entire town? I mean, I'm dating everyone in the town. Did you literally kidnap everyone in the city? Alright, you know what? Honestly, props, I guess? That's a lot of people to kidnap. What were you doing?
I'll pile bodies on the altar of your failure, and that will be that. Choose wisely. You have 60 seconds.
I have plenty of seconds. What I return to? I told you this game is not just sus. This game is like serious. And it gets dark. Shoot both girls. What the hell? Ruthlessness? That's dark. Anyway, it's the third choice. I'm not hurting anyone, Dorian. Not even you. Where are these waifus? These are... So the pink girl is Dorian's girlfriend. Alice is literally just one of Cassie's friends, but it's a girl I know. So I'm not hurting anyone.
55 seconds. I suggest you don't delay. You've come a long way. It's a long road back here.
Oh, I can manipulate him? That's so dumb. So we're supposed to do motivation 65. Dorian, we've both been manipulated. I know you want revenge. Take me if you want, but leave these two out of it. Dorian is quiet for a short time. When his voice returns, it sounds ambivalent, as though he is growing bored.
Very well. We are, after all. Both of us pawns in all this.
Bro, it was that easy? It was that easy? Just literally the most generic take me, not them, and that worked?
Leave the gun and come in.
I don't want to leave the gun. I want to put it so you can't kill them.
Let's settle this like civilized people.
I can't believe it was that easy to get him out of that. Because theoretically, if he said, if you don't kill these people, or like, I'm going to keep killing people until you fail. So he has them. Maybe he just has like snipers trained on them or something. But I'm like, I assumed he had them all kidnapped. I'm like, you went through all this work and him just saying, let's settle this like real men. He's like, okay, yeah, sure. I'm like, bro, you put all this work into it. You're not even going to follow through. Bro, this guy's such a loser. I mean, he's a horrible human. You enter Dorian's office, sinking suddenly into a deep, all-consuming dread. The world becomes dark and slow and sinister. You take in the shapes of books and papers strewn helter-skelter. A desk lamp lights the room and perverse the beacon into the underworld. But what is perhaps most unsettling is the banality of this chamber. This throne, this throne of a diseased mind. This is the desk and chair of a cruel drug kingpin, the couch of a murderer. It's so normal and mundane, it racks you with a hot, impatient anger. You turn and behold your host at last. Dorian raises his gun to see you. Then he gestures towards his infuriatingly dull couch.
Have a seat. Let's discuss things.
All right.
So, as you've likely figured out by now, you and I have some mutual acquaintances.
Such a piece of crap. Such a piece of crap, but I will be taking a screenshot of that. But he is such a horrible human being, though.
2 women, Light and Shadow. Is this ringing a bell?
Sure. I hope I'm in the right area here.
And I suppose, like me, they didn't give you the full story.
No.
A few years ago, I had a dream. 2 goddesses appeared to me. It was so vivid I could smell them. I could practically taste them.
I actually did taste them, especially in the ending. It's very physical.
One of the goddesses told me that I was a flawed hero. They said I leaned into Shadow. They said I could prove myself.
Okay.
The others said I was perfect, that I could do heroic deeds, even from the shadows.
Okay.
They bid me to find 5 girls and protect them from harm.
So so you were the one of them before me.
What followed was the worst weeks of my life. Manipulating women into loving me so they would tell me their secrets.
Oh, I see. So he didn't like what he had to do to save them.
Finally, when I knew for certain my destined were all safe, beyond harm, I had another dream. Only the Shadow Goddess returned. She praised me, and made love to me, and brought me great pleasures.
Oh. So it's a good thing. I don't know if you noticed, but I have done nothing. I've done no manipulation, deception, violence, hacking, or ruthlessness. So I think you just suck, Dorian. I think you just did it wrong. I mean, I did follow a guide, but even on my first playthrough, I mean, I still screwed up and I didn't get the perfect ending, but I beat it.
But afterward, I took all of the gifts they had given me and dug deeper into the circumstances that originally put the women into danger.
Okay.
And do you know what I discovered?
The second choice. The one who endangering was destined. Like you. Oh.
Yes.
So what, now you take the place of the person putting him in danger?
This is what I learned. I was not the only piece on the board. I found out that the one I faced too was chosen for the task to protect women. They had seduced and bedded for the goddess's amusement.
Alright, In all honesty, though, I mean, I did it, but also, I think I genuinely care about them. But also, they said you don't have to. They never said you had to seduce them. They just said you had to save them. They specifically said you can date them, but you don't need to. They literally said that.
And she too had learned about the cycle and tried to disrupt it by killing the destined before her.
Okay. Oh, it was a her.
It came down to she and I. She drew a gun, but I killed her first.
Oh. It was a woman. The plot thickens. I mean, jokes aside, I mean, it does. I mean, they've kind of been implying it was a guy this whole time, but interesting.
And since then, I have been doing what my predecessor would not. I have been hunting down any other destined, any other pawns that creep their way into my town.
Okay.
I have killed 9 other chosen, 9 other rivals.
Whoa.
To keep my power secure. Kill them with this gun, in fact. So, tell me, did the goddesses warn you about me?
They did not.
They charge you with the task to find and kill me?
Supposed to say this. I wish they had. This could have been a lot more fun.
More fun? Yes, I think I see what you mean. What, I wonder, would become of us?
You got your
going
rival
together?
to spare your life? Oh, so I guess I would have died if I didn't do that?
What if we stopped playing their game and made our own? What would they say if we worked together?
The achievement's called Chill Villain, so now we're working together.
It is too bad. A shame, really. Maybe we could have formed our own little divine duo. Alas, we can't know.
Yeah, but that didn't... None of this really explains how manipulative and cruel you were. I guess that's because that's who he is as a human being. He's just... manipulates people, but like...
The fact of the matter is, I have killed many rivals. I shot the last one through the head but a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for his silly cat girlfriend, in case she was one of his destined, or one for the next.
Oh. So you're gonna protect her?
And now, here you are, a new rival, arriving much faster than the ones before. The goddesses must be growing desperate. Well, the game is back in their court.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for letting me tell you all this.
I mean, I've been waiting for the lore. I knew when I finished the game the first time there was way more to this story. It doesn't just end with me going home after saving their life. Although, if it goes like this, that might have been the better ending. Because according to him, every time they save the girl, they find this guy, or like, you know, the evil, the one who's putting him in danger, and they kill him, and then they take their place. I didn't take their place. I saved their lives, and then I went home. So that might have ended the cycle, but I guess they just would have found a new chosen.
It is a desperate, morbid loneliness when the entire world looks like an empty vessel of meaningless choices.
Not when you got a guide, the choices aren't meaningless.
No one to speak to, no one to confess to. For that, you'll always have my undying gratitude. But after everything you did, the way you've corrupted Elle...
Corrupted? Bro. You literally beat her when you were a child. Sorry to throw that on anyone when, if you didn't know, but yeah.
Well, the game became personal.
You have mental issues, man, and you need to get them worked on.
Really? That's all that needs to be said.
Dorian raises the gun to your head. Flip his desk. Classic. Dorian's desk is a monster piece of furniture. So by flipping it, you definitely surprise Dorian. He screams in surprise and anger. Suddenly denied his kill as the top of the desk strikes him in his chest. Ah! The gun Dorian is holding goes flying. You try to pounce on him, but he scrambles to push a button on the overturned desk. You see a panic door room open behind him. He rushes to it, and you miss him by inches. As he runs through it closes behind him. Oh, he shot me. I thought he was shooting somebody else. A moment later, a bullet narrowly misses you. Shot from behind the door. He must have had another gun. You wait for him to stop before inspect the door. You quickly inspect the door, pressing on it before finding the hidden panel with a code override. The hardware looks black market, like it's rigged to blow if anyone tries to force it open. That's when you realize that you've already managed to trigger it. Tech savvy time. Oh, let me read that. You think you got this? Yeah, I got this. Despite having never seen equipment like this before, you manage to disconnect the ordnance and open the hatch. You rush into the panic door as quickly as you can. You catch up with Dorian as he's standing outside the Secret Service elevator. As soon as he sees you, he raises his gun and shoots at you. The bullet ricochets off the cement wall beside you, and you dive for cover. Dorian begins to scream incoherently.
No!
It's not incoherent, I heard him.
I win! I'm not letting anyone take this from me! I'm not letting anyone control me! I'm not giving in!
Suddenly you hear a strange distant noise, like water rising around you, softly filling the world. The lights in the room seem to burn brighter, the shadows seem to deepen. The elevator opens behind Dorian. You don't see an elevator through them. The shaft is empty. Ooh. You gotta save him. Try to save him? Dorian, no, the elevator, don't go in.
What?
Dorian panics. He accidentally steps backward through the elevator doors. You can hear him screaming all the way down, but the doors close before he hits. Wait, is he alive? It said save him. I hope that saved him. You walk back to Dorian's office and locate his desk phone. You phone the police and let them know Dorian Reed is dead. What? It said save him. In a short while, the police are swarming the building. They bring you downtown for questioning. After being grilled by 2 uniformed officers for a short time, they receive a message to leave. And Fumi comes right in after.
Quite the mess you made, huh?
Listen, okay? That's why I'm a good partner.
I would have preferred if our prime suspect hadn't wound up falling down an elevator shaft.
I tried to save
I'll
him. It
take
didn't
what I
let me
can
save
get.
him, dude.
But I can clean up things from here. And I'll make sure none of it falls on you or your friend Cassie.
Thank you. How about any of the other girls?
Just do me a favor. Get your cute butt out of town before you cause any more mess.
Okay. Does that mean I get a last minute smooching? No, thanks for your help, Fumi.
No. Thank you.
Fumi gives you a wink, then leaves. A cop shows you out. By the time you're back on the street, it's hours later. You hurry, you can still make your flight. The only thing left to do is go home. Whoa, that's it. I feel like I messed something up. Because it said save him. Go to the airport and end your journey through your own choices. Thank you for reading through my guide and for purchasing Hush Hush. Thank you, Sad Panda, for one of the best visual novels I've ever played. I 100% agree. This was awesome. Apparently there was some more though, so let's see. Hold on a minute. Let's go. We can just do whatever we want now. This is it, guys. This is the end. It's actually the end. You drive your rental car back to the dealership. After all your adventures, it feels a bit like saying goodbye to a friend. On the road to the airport, there are tons of construction crews clearing away the debris from the storm. You almost expect the airport to be in shambles when you get there, but it looks spit shine, as though waiting for you. You make the trip through security and find an empty seat waiting area and sit down. You feel as though you've awoken from a dream. Everything seems fuzzy and indistinct. You're thirsty. You take a look around and spot a nearby vending machine. It even has the word thirst in bright letters calling to you. As you make your way over, you feel a strange sense you're being watched. It stops you in your tracks. For a moment, you swear you could hear Peanut's voice. Ah, there we go. You picture her standing at your door late at night, coming by to check if you're okay. You hear her takes for a moment. Wait a minute. Peanut ending. Their choices. Oh, there are choices. Let's go. I need to make sure I'm on the right part. Okay. If only you could see her one last time. Your mind wanders to the last moment you saw her, her ocean blue eyes filled with adoration. For a moment you stand in the terminal just looking at the scores of people milling about. Some in a rush, others napping, others still saying goodbye. The PA comes on. A flight is now beginning to board. Another message a moment later alerts its passengers that their flight was delayed. All around you, the world ticks on like clockwork, advancing to that inevitable moment when you finally depart Subrosa, perhaps forever. Tick, tick, tick. Someone clears their throat behind you. You snap back to reality, almost jumping out of the way in surprise. The person is a stewardess. She is pushing a cart of snacks and beverages, apparently an urgent refill for an outgoing flight. You step out of her way and she races by with her cart until she's out of sight. Another person clears her throat behind you.
Hey, you didn't forget your complimentary peanuts, did you?
I'm happy. I'm very happy. You turn. It's Peanut! Yay! Guys, this is it! This is oh my gosh. This is her outfit in Crush Crush. This is what she wears in Crush Crush. Oh my god, it's happening. It's real. Also the sparklies, really silly. Really silly. It's Peanut. She's standing there with her perfect smile, her perfect blue sparkling eyes with happy tears, wearing your orange sweater which looks perfect. Oh man. She laughs nervously. Dude, I never thought I would have so much emotion to see a sweater. Because like now every time I see the sweater in Crush Crush, I'm gonna know how much what it is. Oh man.
I was honestly working up the nerve to talk to you for a few minutes. I'm really glad the opportunity for a pun happened to walk by.
Oh my gosh.
So, hi.
Hi, pick her up and twirl her in the air. Before she can say another word. Yes. Yes, voice. You get it. You understand my feelings right now. Bawling like a baby. Before she can say another word, you dash her up to her and embrace her, wrapping your arms around her waist. She hugs your neck, and the two of you twirl laughing. When you finally stop, she looks at you, smiling, tears welling in her eyes. I mean, you can definitely tell who our favorite is here. It's like, none of the other girls showed up at the airport. They knew who the best character in the game was.
I guess this means you're happy to see me too.
I'm extremely happy to see you. Peanut takes a moment to gather herself, dabbing her cheeks with the sleeve of your sweater before laughing.
Oh, hey, I almost forgot. Your sweater.
Keep it.
Ta-da! Here it is. Felt like I should at least give you the chance to say goodbye to it.
Yeah, keep it. It's yours. It looks 10,000 times better on you than me.
Really? For real? I can keep it?
For real?
I was so hoping you would say that. Like, I was prepared to 100% suck it up and say goodbye both to you and your remarkable sweater.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But in all seriousness, thank you for letting me keep it. It's not only the most comfortable sweater ever, but it reminds me of you. It smells like you, and it makes me happy.
I mean, it's not going to smell like you in about a week, but that is still very, very wholesome.
As long as I have it, I'll never forget you. So that's a silver lining, right?
You don't need to convince me any further.
Yeah, I know. I guess I'm just trying to stretch the moment out as long as possible. Wow, I really had no idea this was going to be so hard to say.
Just come with me. I know you have school. Dude, drop out of college and come home with me. Crazy thing to say.
Come on, Peanut. You got this.
Oh,
okay,
man.
Here goes. You are the most incredible person I've ever met.
You are the
I
special.
have no idea how you're even real. You're like something out of a fairy tale.
This is way better than the Dorian ending. I don't care.
Fiction, all rolled into one person. You made this summer so special for me. You made my heart flutter and race and explode with happiness and joy and laughter. And I think I'm falling for you.
You think? I'm sorry, Peanut. I'm not one to be like, you know, oh, this person clearly loves this person. But what do you mean you think you're falling for me? Peanut, This is why I love you, man. This is why I love Peanut, man. What person goes through all this and it's like, I think I like you. Like, bro, Did you miss all the dates we've been on, Peanut? What do you mean you think you're falling? Oh, man. I love her so
And?
much.
Well, this is your chance now. If you don't feel the same way, tell me right now.
Oh, please tell me she's going home with
And
me.
I swear, I will leave this airport and I'll deal with those feelings.
She wasn't sure. Yeah, apparently not.
And I promise I'll be okay. And you can go find the one you love without worrying about
I've already
me.
found her. I found her right
So,
here.
This is it. How do you feel
I
about
love
me?
you too. I don't even need to look at the guide. I don't even need to look at the guide. I love you too.
I love you too.
I mean, he.
I have wanted to say that to you for so long.
Well, I've been saying that like since I met you, but I went in with preconceived notions. But still, I would have said it.
I want to be with you and hug you and
Choose
touch you and
Peanut
kiss
to
you and
go
love you in every
with
way
you
a person
at the
can.
end. Oh, I'm willing to bet that I just screwed up in the other endings. Thank you for the more Hiyori crying. So I'm willing to bet that if you actually perfect score them, you probably actually get to choose to go with them home. So that's probably why none of them showed up at the end. Because I didn't, you know, you need a guide for perfection here. So, man.
You mean the world to me. I would like to kiss you now.
I would like to kiss you now. Una steps closer to you. She has to go down her tiptoes to kiss you. Her lips meet yours. She closes her eyes and
Kissing you is everything.
any choice. So, how'd you make it through security? Yeah, let's do that.
Oh yes. One last awkward peanut thing. When I was over at your house,
Okay.
you know, the night I barged into your place soaking wet, I took a quick snoop around and I found your plane tickets.
Okay.
And because I had something special planned for you and I didn't want to risk the chance to see you off, I may have bought a ticket for myself on the same flight to your place.
Wow, that is bold. That is bold, and you are so lucky that I am in love with you. That is a crazy tactic. That is insane. Peanut, oh my god. I'm here sitting at 120, you know, she must be rolling, because not only is that's wild, but also that must have been an expensive ticket, because that was like 2 days ago. So like, or no, that was literally like, no, yeah, that was a week ago. So maybe, I don't know, a week before the flight? That's an expensive seat. That's an expensive seat, but also Peanut, that is insane. Man, if I didn't love you, that would be crazy.
So, yeah! Yay for stalking?
Can you come with me?
Yes, but also I didn't just do it for that.
I feel like, what other reason?
I know this all sounds a bit crazy, but I couldn't take any chances.
Okay.
I needed to give you this.
What? Peanut reaches into her purse and takes out a small box. You open it. Inside your watch is a Schmolex XRT Master Chronos Neptune DLC, completely restored. Did she find it? Or did she just get a new one?
So, you know, I was working all those jobs this summer.
Oh, that's why she was doing all the jobs, was for my Oh my god. Bro. Ugh. Man. Because they really teased you with, oh, I'm just the poor struggling college student. I'm just taking all the jobs. She was doing it for me the whole time. Wow, that went right over my head. Wow, this is, man.
It wasn't for tuition. It was for this.
Obviously, someone as smart as her probably has a full ride. What am I thinking?
It was incredibly important to me that I fixed my mistake. And after learning how to magnet fish, finding
Peanuts
a master
redemption
watchmaker in
arc,
town and doing
yeah.
a bunch of quests for him, and finally working a bunch of frankly ridiculous jobs, the moment I've been dreaming about all summer is finally here.
You did all this for me?
Yep, all the jobs, all the schedules, all for you. In fairness, though, you still managed to show up and save me from a few bad situations. So,
Wow.
in a
No,
way,
not the
we did it
ads.
together.
I'm gonna snooze them for now. Hopefully we can end this in 5 minutes. A message over the PA interrupts the moment your flight is boarding.
Oh, that's us! Let's go. hero.
Bro, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I have the biggest grin on my face because I'm such a child.
Let's find out what the future holds for us.
Man.
In time.
You take her hand. The two of you dash off to your gate. And as your plane takes off, Peanut opening the bag of complimentary peanuts. Oh, you actually bought the peanuts. Reminding you of how funny she is. Strange feeling comes over you. Like you've broken away from some web. That you are free and safe and happy. But you won the game while everyone else was cheating. And the thought makes you smile. After a while, you grow tired. Peanut's head leans against your shoulders. She falls asleep. You lean your head on hers, breathing in the sweet smell of her hair, and fall asleep. You become aware of the sound of water. Oh, we're going back here. They're probably not going to be mad because we ruined their game, right? Maybe Copernicus isn't going to be too upset. Everything is dark. You feel weightless, floating freely in space. No real sense of up or down. Feel no urge to breathe. The water is neither hot or cold. After a few moments, a great current begins to push you. Your eyes open, and you see a great light ahead, where the water is leading you. You break the surface of the water and see the ruins from your previous dreams. The sky is bright blue, and the sun feels warm on your face. You make your way to the shore and once more begin to search for the stone columns and walkways. It isn't long before you hear voices.
Hello, worthy hero. Oh, just take your
They're
time.
both here?
I guess it's not like we've got important shit
I thought
to do.
Thelema wouldn't be here because we didn't do any dark skills. Maybe they're just both here because I screwed up their game. You turn and see both goddesses waiting in one of the crystal clear pools among the ruins. When you step into the water to meet them, you notice it's much warmer and even more inviting. Strange calmness comes over you.
Oh, just look at you. You've done so well. It's utterly incredible what you have done.
Oh my god.
There's a small chance it was just dumb luck, but I'll admit.
Nah,
you
man.
did good.
Thanks to my boy over here, it was not dumb luck. It was perfectly calculated. I guess we go to conclusion here. Hold on a minute. I think it's just we pick whatever we want here. What exactly did I do? You two seem happy. We'll just say, what did I do?
Why, you realigned the stars. You reversed the motion of the rivers. You unfurled the rain.
That doesn't explain anything.
What Miss Dramatic is trying to say is you exceeded expectations. I don't feel they were particularly high to begin with, but there you go.
Okay.
I can sense, perhaps, some trepidation within your heart at what has transpired.
Yeah, explain to me what the hell was Dorian?
We'll try to use small words.
Thank you.
As you may have surmised, you were set on this task to rescue the 5 destined girls, partially as a test.
A test.
You see, while your quest was noble, it is my and Thelima's sacred bond to contest the morality of mortal hearts.
She means that we kick you to do something, then we bet on whether you'll be good or bad.
Oh.
It is far more celestial and important than that. But we do ascribe our will to you, and hope you will choose either a path of light
or a dark one.
Okay.
Whichever alignment you prove strongest, then that goddess reigns until the next destined is shown.
Maybe just stop, guys. So you two were playing a game with me.
No! We value your life and your decisions much too seriously to treat it as a game.
I mean, but you put those girls in danger, though.
But it still kinda is. And whichever one of us wins usually gets to top for a while and dress the loser in skimpy outfits.
You didn't need to. You didn't need to do that. I was 100% down for lore. You never fail, Sad Panda. Never fails.
Not that you need much encouragement. But regardless, I shall explain what you did differently than we expected. Instead of protecting the 5 destined girls, you managed to defeat someone rather important to us.
We had no idea you had it in you to defeat Dorian. He's been untouchable for quite some time.
Yeah, that guy was a jerk. I wanna know what makes him so special. All right, so the ads are starting here, though.
I think you know.
Dorian was once very much like you.
He definitely wasn't.
He was called on to protect 5 girls. but he wound up becoming something else instead.
The dark is only meant to tempt him, but he dove into it, gave himself completely to it, and became
It's like
twisted.
Star Wars, guys. Dude, it's always like Star Wars. It's always like the dark
Our
side.
sacred task is to create heroes, not villains. And he used the gifts we gave him to cause great harm.
Why give him the...
To
Okay.
defeat him, you would have needed to find all the secrets of each of your destined, to rescue them from harm, and open their hearts to love.
Probably would have been good to know that before, but I mean, I had a guide, so that helped.
Then facing
All right, ads are
Dorian and his
starting,
drama
so
llama confrontation,
we'll be pretty
and
close to the
still
end
picking
here, but
path
have a
we
good
laid
ad
for
break.
you. Well, now we want to jump your bones.
Thelema, you have no tact.
You both want to reward me. You know what? It's a good thing that ads are showing up. You're saying I went off the rails in this little quest, and it got you hot and bothered.
Well, it's a little more profound and romantic than...
Nah.
After watching them with all the other girls, I don't feel like waiting anymore.
All right, guys, it's been real.
So
It's
don't
been
keep us in suspense. Are we doing this or what?
I'm in a committed relationship now. Ignore the fact that I've dated the entire town. I'm in a committed relationship with Peanut.
What say thee?
No! Alright, because it's an ad break and no one can watch, I'm just gonna do this. They both reach towards you, beckoning closer.
Then join us.
Two goddesses lead you by the hand to the shore. As they do, their wings begin to flap softly. Two of them smile, and each of them gives you an affectionate kiss. Their flawless skin sparkles in the water under the bright sunlight. Thelema kisses Copernicus as well. You admire their beautiful wings as the three of you move into a tender embrace. You're lost in the feeling of safety and gratitude, and the entire world begins to melt away. Whoa, I got double. Try hard, finish the game on hard mode. You got the ultimate ending. All secrets found. Okay. Nice. Suddenly you wake up. People are staring at you. It appears you've cried out in your sleep. Your plane is beginning to land. Wow. And there it is. Oh, Cassie's still dead. Cassie is still dead. Wow. We'll watch the credits again here. Peak cinema. Absolute peak cinema here, guys. That was so much fun. I'm gonna wait for the ads to go out before I give my full opinion. I'm gonna check out some of these people here. Artist Panda. It's like 4 people who made the art. Wow, impressive. Voice talent, here we go. I'm just gonna screenshot this. Oh, I didn't catch in time. I'll get that in a minute. You know, it's fine. I'm just gonna rewatch it. It's okay. So I can screenshot that voice talent page, because that's what I'm looking for. It's so hard to find the voice talent. UI Polish, Grumpy Panda. Oh, they all have panda in their name. All the people who work at the company all have a panda or a type of panda. That's fun. Berber Art, Tony 89, Dalmer. All right, here we go. Here's what I need. The voice talent. All right. I will be checking that out later and looking them up. Well, thanks to all the streamers who played it. Guys, that's me. I'm a streamer who played this. I played this game, Kickstarter. Look at all these backers, dude. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Finished the game. It was really, really nice. We had some fun with the goddesses. Nothing weird happened. And then we woke up. And for some reason, Peanut didn't say anything when we landed. So I'm assuming that was just not built into the script, but here we are. Uh-oh. There's a lot of Kickstarter. Yeah, I think this is what blew me away the first time was I didn't realize, I knew this game was pretty big. But look at all the people who supported this. Like, this is a lot of people who helped out, you know, and that's crazy. So everyone here, you guys are the best for letting me experience this awesomeness here. All right. Thanks for playing our game. Oh, it was awesome. I loved it. I can't recommend it enough. Yes, Cassie's dead because I killed her for a joke ending, and now she's not coming back, but it's fine. So yeah, this was great. If you've never played this game before, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend the Peanut DLC. Yeah, it might be a little bit sus at times, but like, God, this game is so well written. Thank you to Falcon. If by any insanely random chance you ever see this, you're the best. You're insane. The guy who wrote this guide. He's got some extra thoughts here at the end. He wrote this guide because the game gave me the worst post-game depression I ever experienced. I wanted to find a reason to keep playing it after getting an all A+ run. The desire to make this guide grew because of how many people were struggling to ask for help. If more content comes, I will update the guide. And they did. But I hope you all enjoyed my guide. And once again, thank you for everyone who supported this game. Thank you for Sad Panda for delivering more than what anyone expected. Yeah, that's the craziest part, is this game is just based off of a silly idle game that they made like around COVID times. And it was just like, it wasn't anything serious. It was just like, you could date a bunch of girls and like, they were all tropey stereotypes, fun personalities, but all cliche. And for them to come out with this, you know, they're like, hey, we're making a little visual novel. And we're like, oh, okay. This was just like, this is probably one of the best, not the best visual novels, but like one of the best, like, I guess like indie visual novels, dude. It's so good. Additionally, I forced myself to listen to California Girls Katy Perry's for 25 hours to get this done. I like the song, but after 3 hours, I went crazy. Why did you do that? Peanut DLC made the pain return, still lingers after updating. Please help. Yeah, this game is, had some fuss. All right, so now he has the Peanut DLC response. 10 out of 10. Best girl to shine through the entire DLC. It hurts me to say goodbye again. Get it if you don't have it already. I 100% agree. Honestly, I would probably recommend playing it once without Peanut and then play it with Peanut. Do both. I think that's great. It was wholesome and beautiful. I'm so glad she was put into the game. Yeah, it's so good. She's literally the best character. Like, they did such a better job with her, and all the other characters were really well made and written, but Peanut was just on a different level. To put more to the point, the DLC introduced a nice slow burn romance for Peanut instead of you just trying to help her. Did her best to help you. Yeah, it was really nice. Even the ending point, choosing her, felt like a win, and I couldn't agree more. She wasn't a destined one, nor was she even approved by the goddesses. As seen with the nightmare you and her both received. Yeah, they didn't like her. Romance didn't feel forced. It really didn't. Yeah, it really felt supernatural. That was so cool. And the other ones, sometimes it was like, okay, this is part of the plot, but Peanut felt incredibly natural. Mega Girls are high standards of paths. Peanut blew past it with just her lore and dialogue. Yeah. It even followed the Crush method by swinging or by showing a disaster happen, causing a bad first impression. Yeah. I didn't even catch that. Yeah. So when you meet a character in Crush, it's always something bad happens. So, first girl you meet is Cassie. Cassie, you, I think you hit her with your car. So you hit her with her car and you pay her medical bills to get better. Mio, you just beat her in a game and it destroys her mentally. Elle, you see her at a diner and she asks for something and then you drop it, causing her to have like a mental breakdown. Quill is homeless and I think you like trash her cardboard house. And then Iro, you cause her to get into a bike accident. But like all of the characters in Crush Crust start by having something really bad happen to them caused by you, and then you make up for that. So the fact that, yeah, Peanut starts out by causing a scene and destroying something, and then she actually works it out with you. That's really cool. Peanut's ending is the canon one just because it didn't have any prophecy motive. Yeah, I really like that. No large skill checks to pass. Yeah, that was good. Alrighty, well, now what? The game is over. Well, after 13 streams, a lot of pain, and honestly, my dignity and my what people saw me as going away, it's all over. People think of me as the sus streamer now. But you know what? It was worth it because this was an incredible game. I loved every moment of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it half as much as I did. Definitely recommend picking it up on Steam, playing through it. But yeah, this was really fun. But that does mean that next week we are going to be starting either back to Apollo or Phoenix Wright and Professor Layton. So I think we're gonna start with Apollo Justice. But yeah, my favorite sus streamer. I'll probably be that for now. All right, everyone, it's late. I hope you had a lot of fun. I'll see you. Oh, my next stream Wednesday. I think we're playing some Blue Archive. And check my Twitter. Join the Discord. I would just honestly join the Discord because that's where I'm going to post it. I'm going to post a link if you guys want to vote on what set I'm going to build on Saturday. Go ahead and check that out. All right, I'm going to bed. Have a great night. I'm going to be dreaming of Peanut for the rest of my life. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.